tell as Faze fans take on Team Liquid right here, right now. And we're kicking things off a bit of Inferno, Anders. As Faze, they'll be starting here on the CT side, and Robs is getting stuck in nice and early. Wants to crack things open here with his USP.
Oh my god, this is aggressive. He just runs down there and he gets shot right in the face by Yakinda instead. OC is going to catch Twist, who is down there with him, and it's kind of spiraling out of control. It's just Carrigan to hold this bomb site on his own. If he goes down, then the bomb is definitely going to get planted. There's a good couple of kills that go his way, but it still might be too late here. A 2-on-3 for the afterplan. It does not seem very realistic.
Well, the bomb's not planted just yet, Anders, so a chance here for Rain and Brokey. We've got Rain ready and waiting towards the Ruins position, encroaching on the coffins, and Nafly makes a bit of a meal of it, but they do come out on top in the trade. Brokey remains, and he's got a chance here, but Rain Waker will take him down there. So the aggression from Faze at the start of the round, Anders, it's an old classic. We've seen it many times before, maybe not as in fashion.
Just as from like a theoretic point of view, I think it makes sense, because you have basically the same setup that you have otherwise. You're just a little bit more proactive with it.
Well, here we go then. Force buy in response. Faze Clan looking to bite back if possible. Desert Eagles out in full force. Few 5.7s thrown in the mix as well. A focus on the utility, though. Having those smokes are very, very powerful items to hold on to. We're going to see the first one deployed here towards the B side of the map. 3 players, 4 Faze. Twist will join Carrigan and maybe boost up in towards CT spawn. See Team Liquid is slowing things down right now, holding their key choke points, spread out in a default, and hoping to find the first pick towards middle here. Yekindar gets in position.
Yeah, you might as well wait it out, see if you can spot a couple of people, maybe catch a trend. Could see the trend right now is leaning the B bomb side, which almost all of them are. Even that 5th player at Arch is starting to get closer, so they're having a bit of a stack. But you know what? There's still 50 seconds left, so if they just throw in Patsy with the Mac 10 first, he's going to find that stack, and they can still pull the plug on it if they want to.
Well, in we go. Patsy is doing just that. He might be taken down early, though. Yekindar would open things up. And they will commit in towards the speed bomb side. But Twist still in the boosted spot. He could do some serious work here with the Desert Eagle. Connects with one, but unfortunately that's about all they find. Brokey will be waiting towards CT spawn. Maybe can deny the plants here, but cover from the new in-game leader will prevail as we go to...
Almost always fall back when faced with that kind of stack. Once they realize it's there, they'll just say, okay, well, we're out. And some teams will always follow through. So curious to see how Liquid will turn out in the long run. But yeah, a little data going the way that, you know, Yakinda saying, who cares? We have all the weapons. We're going to do it anyway.
Well, Rops will be operating with a 5.7. Operating very well, if you don't mind me saying. He doesn't fall back either. He's going to be sticking around with the second frag, and for good reason. Lighting them up here. Needs to try and get a reload in if possible. Actually has a rifle at his feet as well. Flashbang comes in. He still hasn't fallen back, Anders.
No, in fact, he's brought in more players. They don't realize. Oh my god, he's so good! 3 kills that go the way of Robs. Almost looked like he could have adjusted onto OC as well, but that was so smooth, wasn't it? 2-on-3 now, and Liquid shocked in this round.
We've got Rain all the way down the T ramp as well. OC will pull one back. 2 versus 2. Bear in mind, Twist and Rain without armor here. So Robs' efforts might be in vain. 50 seconds remaining. An open sight as they wrap around towards Arch. They've actually opted to go towards spawn as well, so Rain seems to be aware of that prospect. We'll start to rotate, but what can he really do, Andy? He's got a P250, no armor, no nades. Need to try and find a very cheeky kill.
Ooh, but they're giving away all the noise. Yeah, he's going to walk up behind them. This is a really, really good read. Now, it is being held. No, just not enough. They need to have one guy planting and the other guy just having a little bit more of an overwatch on the situation. I think Twist has picked up a Galil in the meantime. The bomb being stopped. What a timing from Rain. Leaving Yakinda in what has to be an unwinnable position here. Twist is going to take him down. But even if not, how do you plant the bomb? With about 15 seconds on the clock in a 1 versus 2, you have to bait them out so hard. That's very, very hard to win.
A great effort there from Rops especially. And of course, a force buy from Team Liquid in response here. 3 rifles, 2 pistols. As they jostle for control here towards Banana. It's Carrigan, though, getting up close and personal. A move he probably regrets now. Yekindar will strike first, but Rain comes in much harder. Double kill with that AK-47.
Yeah, when they line up like that, it's a little bit easier. Rain Waker hoping to see if he can maybe bring it back, but a 4-on-3 unfolding. With no bomb plant in the previous round and with a very low cash in the pockets of Liquid here, they must win this round if they want to keep any kind of a purchase up. Otherwise, it's going to be real tough in the next one. OC gets a slight dink there, but not enough to really take down Rain, and he's going to be able to fall back, and they still have a another player in Twist at the back of the bomb site. So for Naf and Rainwaker, this is going to be a very tough round to try and bring back.
Yeah, what can they really do with this one? They've got a couple of smokes, a Molotov, and 2 players outside the B bomb site right now. Speaking of 2, Rain and Twist lying in wait on the other side of this smoke, which has dissipated now. So maybe a contact play here. Maybe wait for Inquisitive CT to push, but Rain very, very strong at this sort of position, holding angles with the AK-47. Not many players that could get by him. And he's baiting in twists towards Emo as well, so watch out for that. Got the aggro, running that clock down, just hoping they think there won't be a second player. He does go down to the HE, so now Twist just needs to deny the plant.
Yeah, Rainwaker to take down Rain. 2 versus 3, but yeah, the element of surprise. Twist coming in, and it's right before the plant as well.
Yeah.
So really good timing for it, denying that extra $800 cash that they would have had otherwise.
It's a very convincing situation for Faze now. 2-2. As Team Liquid, without that plant, only getting $1,900 per player into round number 5 here. So this is full eco territory, I'm afraid. Can't half buy. The loss bonus at $2,400 next round. You'll be able to get AKs and basic utility. So just going to have to take this one on the chin and try and see if you can bleed out some utility from the CTs potentially.
Something's been bothering me, Henry.
Oh, what's that, sir?
I noticed that our beloved analysts simply avoided saying Rainwaker at all for not confusing him with Rainwalker.
Well, I was going to say, for good reason. The natural inclination is to go Rainwalker, right? It sounds so much better. It rolls off the tongue.
It rolls off the tongue in a different way.
Rainwaker is like you have to actively kind of think about it before it comes out.
My brain makes an instant association to Daywalker.
Exactly. Okay, that's probably why, right?
With Blade.
I think that's why. Yeah,
Classic
you're right.
movie.
That is a good one, actually.
Yeah, it's one of the all-time great. At least the first 2. Third one went off the rails in a big way, but
it's probably more than 3, I'd imagine. They probably went for 4 and 5 there.
There are. I stopped after that.
Okay.
Like, third one confirmed to me that
cinema is dead.
It's over. It's definitely over. But the first 2 are amazing. So go back and watch those. If you haven't, you got something out there waiting.
Well, that's what people are here for. The movie recommendations.
We should do some movie reviews. It's not a bad idea. I'm not actually not that big into movies, so I probably a lot out there that I haven't seen yet that I just, I could be pleasantly surprised by. I only watched The Sopranos last year, I think. So,
I've never seen it. So
well, there we go, Henry.
Not that I'd like to admit that in public.
That does make people on the internet very.
Yeah, I know.
It's one of those things.
So, one of those things indeed, we are going to see an eco. Quite a tumultuous one for Team Liquid. Just waiting to lose. It's not a great feeling. They don't get anything done. But as I mentioned, all you can really do there, bait out the incendiary, some smokes. It all adds up. All has a dollar value. 2 Galils entering round number 6 here. So this will be very difficult, to say the very least here.
There are some teams in the world that would have put one of those Galils on Mach 10 instead, just for the mobility.
I agree, yeah. I think that, like we said yesterday, I think it's underutilized. At least in this tournament, we haven't seen too much of it. But retake utility being set up by Rain here. You don't have to retake, but does surprise the teeth, push them back. Need to decide how they operate afterwards. Could be on the other side. Here it comes now. So the smoke down, the Molotov behind it.
A bit surprised that they throw that combination with only 1 flash from Liquid. I feel like sometimes it could be worth it to bait out one of their Molotovs and then you do it. You're like, all right, sure, cool. Like, we're good to go. But I guess it's just like a internal timing that they probably understand a little bit better. 45 seconds, and there's more utility inside of the B-bomb side. Not that much more. There's this 1 smoke grenade and a flashbang on Rain, but you could see set up for the pop, so this could be a lethal combination, even if it's not a lot of grenades.
Well, that's all they have to go for here. It's Carrigan to defend in spawn. He's got Rain set up. A lovely flashbang bounced off first oranges. Only good for that 1 frag, though. I don't think you can even consider going for this retake, Anders. That is round over. As you can see on the radar, CTs aren't even moving. They're calling it down.
I would love a replay of the flashbang that flashes Rain, because his pop flash is perfect, but when he peeks out, I think it was OC who was on the assist on that one, potentially. That's really huge. Like, Rainwaker is the one that picks up the 2 kills inside of the bomb site, which is great news, but it was the flashes that did the work there for Team Liquid, which is huge. You see?
You can see, yeah.
So I'm not even sure where that flash comes through, but it might have just been straight over the roof, but it's so devastating to Rain, because if that doesn't happen, he can probably spray 2 or 3 more people down behind the initial one. He can keep it going, but just absolutely denied.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd round for Liquid. Slow start for Patsy, which we didn't see in the earlier game.
Well, he's normally lights out.
Yeah.
He is going to be something quite special in this team, if you ask me. I think he was severely underrated in team spirit. I think, like, we didn't speak about him that much, but he can be a brutal and potent 4-3. Number of CTs heading towards B at the start as they fight for control here at the start. Maybe get Brokey towards the car position. Got Robs, all the meanwhile waiting towards Boiler.
See how long they keep this up for. Rob's actually very much on his own. Smoke up on the other side, so his teammate and Twist couldn't, I think, do too much to help out. It's going to be Rain to take down Patsy at the top of Banana, but it does actually bring it back into a 2-on-3. OC sticking around and actually dipping his feet in the fire a little bit. That's not advisable. You want to try and not do that. Brand new form of therapy. Fire therapy.
It didn't really work out for him, but we'll see if it inspires his play going forward. 4 versus 3. Team Liquid do have full mid control, but maybe not for long. Brokey looking to reclaim territory here. Flashbang towards short. He confirms a deeper angle is clear. But does he want to look towards quad where 2 players remain right now? Carrigan actually rotating over towards B. So he'll be backing up Rain, maybe just dropping off utility, or going to be joining in there full time. It looks like the latter is actually in CT spawn. So the bomb waiting towards short, pressure towards Twist coming in imminently.
Kind of sick though. They're really close to the bomb side. Unfortunately, they lose OC, but when you the lineup for Twist, never mind. When you're that close though, I mean, 1 bullet to pit and take down Twist, you have something to work with, right? But never really...
Tech-9s, Galil's, 2 AKs, so they've had a lot of these rounds and they haven't exactly been close. We'll see what they can make of it.
There's a lot of money on Twist, in fact. So even if they win this round, they're not going to be just clean resetting Faze either. Jump up from Rain. That seems desperate. And Patsy will find his first kill of the map. So that's probably going to feel pretty good. It did almost cost him everything, but you'll take it. It's so worth it.
Well, they've taken so much damage en route. That's the only problem here. So sure, they have the man advantage, but generally speaking, I think FaZe might still take the round. We'll have a look. Brokey trying to slow down their efforts towards middle. He can still get vision towards mid as well. Equalizes the situation down to a 4-on-4. Second kill available, but Patsy will beat him to the punch. Rops waits patiently towards the graveyard.
Rops, good position for him to be, and you can see mechanically he is such a god. Spins around. He's finally wall banged out from Patsy, which will give them a 2-on-2. You pointed out earlier, they're both very low on health here, so they want to be real careful with it, but nice position to cover here as the bomb is planted.
You've got low HP anyway. Get in the headshot position. See if you can hit the shot. Need that advantage quickly. The CTs are coming for this one. They've got a smoke available. It's Twits and Carrigan on the retake. Could boost behind this smoke.
Oh, I'm so curious. They're going to put that smoke in. I wondered if anyone from Liquid would try and actually play inside of it, but I guess they're a little bit too far away to actually run into it. Otherwise, that's an interesting mind game. Bit of a flick. It doesn't really connect, and Nafis just going to be edged out into the corner. Good retake here as they win both the fights, and they have the kit in their pocket, so they're going to be fine with it. A 5th round for FaZe.
Yeah, really nice discipline on that retake from Twits and Carrigan. Biding their time, not rushing the situation, no panic there really. Waiting for and taking the lion's share of the gun rounds here. Just 1 picked up so far for Team Liquid after winning the pistol and getting a 2-0 start. For now though, B-rush Anders. And it's working out so far, but 2 more CTs lying in wait.
Oh, devastating grenade, the smoke and the Molotov down on top, and they're taking so much damage. They eventually hunt down Carrigan, but Brokey is still here, and you can see he's so fearless in repeating this over and over again. He just feels so confident in winning the fight, and he will right over the shoulder of his teammate. He gets the kill on Patsy.
Well, it's a bit frantic, slightly uncomfortable, but FaZe Clan defend the rush. Valley Liquid, one of the rare rounds, have actually got 5 AKs across the board. Money has certainly been an issue for them. Throwing the CT spawn smoke here. Rops will use it to push down middle once again.
Yeah, they're going straight for it. They find Yakinda in the corner. They're going to be able to take him down, but Rainwake is showing up immediately afterwards, and it's traded back, and even more favorably so for Liquid. They're going to love this scenario. 3 versus 4. And because they have been trying to push their FaZe economy, there's still a ridiculous bank on Twist. I don't know how he's managed to accumulate so much money, so they have to dig through that first, but some of the other FaZe members are a little bit lower on money, and maybe they could get there. Not with this next round win, but maybe after that. A stack at the A bomb side. They give it up on B.
Yeah, we talked about this philosophy yesterday.
With Heroic, yeah.
Yeah, and there's knowing that some rounds are too far gone, some scenarios aren't worth throwing away. So, yeah, take a bit of a gamble stack. Meaning you put all your resources into one area. If they come there, great, we'll fight for it. If they don't, we'll save the weaponry. You can see that's working out perfectly. Looks like they've been rumbled here. This will be Team Liquid picking up the round. This is Brokey now trying to make it expensive. And that is important. Look at the money invested into this round. Every kill will have ramifications going forward here. So if you can find 2 kills, that would be massive at this stage. You might be able to detect a couple of players here towards middle. Nafly very patiently sits towards the bench.
Actually, so frustrating, isn't it, that he's just not moving. He had plenty of opportunity to. He threw the flashbang earlier. Also, I think Carrigan, he jumped out the apartments, that's one thing, but I think he accidentally unscrewed the silencer, which...
That wasn't ideal. I wasn't going to mention it. I was going to let him have it.
You're going to be a nice guy about it. I appreciate that, Henry.
Yeah. Just wanted him
Not
to...
me.
No, you wanted I saw you noted down and said, right, definitely going to rub that one in.
Yeah.
No, it's unfortunate. It does happen.
He's got a kit. Does he have time? He wants to go for it. Smoke, grenade, Molotov on the other side. They know already, but yeah, if he gets a straight kill here, maybe he could have done something. I love it.
That was a cool idea. Like you said, they've got so much money, it's not actually a big deal. And but he gets legged en route towards middle. Flashbangs being deployed as well. Needs to be very careful here. Incredibly squishy to those HE. Speaking of which, a couple of those deployed towards the bottom of Banana. Here's Brokey once again. Big round here. Both teams feeling the financial burn.
It's a bit deflating, isn't it, when you're in that Mac 10 role and you're this low on health? It's like your role is supposed to be run in and just cause chaos, but if you're one bullet away from death all the time, it's like, how much chaos can you really cause? So a little bit unfortunate, but I guess I'll probably... On the other hand, you're probably more happy to sacrifice yourself. You're like, I'm going to die anyway. So.
I think a man like Yekindar can work it out.
Yeah?
I think he's one of the candidates that could thread the needle. He could get behind enemy lines and surprise you, Anders. He's got a minute to work with here. He's currently going to be at the bottom of Banana with the bomb, actually. OC's in towards Boiler. And Brokey, he's watching it like a hawk, joined by Twist as well, who's in the cubby.
This setup is so... It's so vulnerable to Twist getting smoked off and Brokey just being on his own. Now, again, we can see him close AWPing with the AWP. He's really good at it, but you want to be careful. In fact, it's going to be Brokey smoked off and Twist instead getting an opportunity. Big kills coming out for him, and Rops will not miss the opportunity either to take down OC. So the mid defense is working out just fine.
They've got so many nice protocols to deal with that sort of mid push, knowing it's one of 2 options remaining. The default stage is over. They're going to have to jostle for control somewhere on the map. And yeah, it's a committed setup there, but they had the utility. Twist still had the incendiary. They had a smoke available. They got mollied out as well. And you can see as soon as the molly was extinguished, that's when Twist swings. No one's looking at him. They're all focused towards short. Perfect crossfire. They only give up 1 kill as well, and it's Twist that goes down after 2 fantastic frags. Team Liquid will save 2 weapons here.
Yeah, he's been put on that duty. Liquid have 4 rounds, and 2 of them are off the back of winning the pistol, right? So 4 is not quite good enough to stay competitive. You would love to see them get up to at least 5 or maybe 6, which is still doable. They can still get there. But they're going to have to battle pretty hard for it at the moment. The economy's a bit lower on Faze, so they've that to look forward to as well, but the flash timing is perfect. It's such a simple trick, and it works so well.
Yeah, Patsy went from having the information and the advantage towards the player at sandbags to being completely dead in the water. What a difference a flashbang makes. So, they have got Banana control, technically, I suppose, but it did cost them Patsy en route, so 5 on 4. A boost in CT spawn as well, and Carrigan to bait in rain, so you can see how this operates. He actually wants to be spotted. He wants to be seen in CT spawn. Drop the smoke, slow them down, and they're assuming it's just one player in CT spawn. So there's the aggro. Drop the smoke. He's lucky to be alive. Got a bit of a haircut there, I would say. But yeah, the idea is you won't anticipate rain to be boosted now because you've seen one down below.
That was super scary, but you're right. It's a cool little mind game, and it's so easy to overlook when you're coming in from the T side and, you know, you're just going through the protocol of trying to get the bomb planted and everything else. You might just overlook it. It feels like they're leaning harder towards the A side of the map, and there's a potential for a double pit setup here if Brokey falls back. Robs is already at the balcony.
The old apps pop. An old classic, Anders. One of your favorite strats.
It really is. And if Robs dies, you have to assume Brokey would have to pull a miracle round to even live through it. But Robs is not going to die. He's just unstoppable on this side of the map right now. He's 12 and 6, and he's just basically won the round with that double spray down. Naf, he's up here, and Brokey knows it as well. Ready to receive. Going to be an 8th round for Faze.
Yeah, pretty underwhelming finish there for Liquid. You haven't got any pressure elsewhere on the map. There's 20. Yeah, it used to be just Tech-9s or just Eagles. Now there's a few more in the mix. The 5-7. Bit of the star of the show these days, you know?
Still don't get to see the R8 really ever.
Maybe in CS2.
Yeah, put it in your loadout.
Yeah, true. Okay, so you got the loadout situation, haven't you? Mid-rush.
Give it a chance, you know? Yeah, mid-rush. Actually, this is really well timed. If they get the first kill right now, they might just win the bomb site completely, but Twists with the good kill. The spray is absolutely dead on perfect, and he's known for those kind of mechanics as well. Yekina gets one in return, but now they can stabilize a bit, and Rops, he's only going to be good for the one. Still, it should be Faze winning the round, but there are some rifles that are being picked up here from Liquid. Unfortunately, they don't have the bomb plant. It's kind of stuck out in the lane.
There's certainly a few more twists and turns here, Anders. That one almost got out of control for Rain. Stabilizes and should be the round. I say that with the most bated breath.
He's got a minute.
Exactly, because, yeah, Rain's down to 6 points of health. Karrigan, a little healthier at 54.
Rain, do you really want to keep it going like that with no bomb plant? That is very risky. I would have assumed that they would have waited to hear the actual bomb being attempted before they even try to do anything.
Surprising maneuver from Rain. Playing for information, and Karrigan comes out on top. I don't think he had the advantage there.
No.
Low HP as well. I'm surprised he gets away with it. Looking to regain control.
Deep Molotov as well to really slow them down. They're still thinking about coming through. They really want to. Flashed in, and the second flashbang is perfect. The first one didn't really do it, but the second one, and Karrigan had no chance. And Rain has spent all of his grenades. Does he have any lying around somewhere back there? Because otherwise it's going to be really awkward. I guess Twist is there to help him out. Liquid with a chance still to get up to 6 rounds. This is... It looks a bit grim right now, but I don't think it's completely hopeless yet.
Oh, definitely not. Like, a couple more rounds to go. They have the advantage here. Need to convert some of these 5-on-4s, admittedly. This would be a great one. But there is utility here, as you mentioned. Ray now with the incendiary. The commitment comes through. They're going to have to run the gauntlet through the fire and into the warm embrace of Twists. He opens things up with a double spray down here, takes the man advantage back, and they will continue commit towards B.
Yes, they will. Twists tries to go for the swing. It's Rain instead. He's coming right for the smoke to pick up a double. And 1 versus 2 here for OC. He couldn't quite win the clutch last time. He'd love to do it this time. Up on the one side, and Brokey's going to repeat right into it. Good timing, good crossfire between the last 2 players there, and it's 10 on the side of Faze. That's not a great compromise. You don't really want to be in that position on the T side, but yeah, perfectly timed by Rain, and obviously he came through and got the double kill himself anyway, so that's obviously even better.
Obviously.
15th round, Henry.
The last round of the first half of the first map picked by Team Liquid. It's been a rough ride, to say the very least, but if they can find 5 at the end here, it would be a serviceable half. The Rops are going to shut that prospect down. Pushing down middle once again. That's the 3rd attempt and the 3rd failure, Anders. They normally win these 5-on-4 deficits, to be honest, so it might not matter, but a good start once again for Team Liquid.
Definitely something that Faze came into this game with a plan to try and test if they could do, and you're right, it hasn't really worked out the way that they would have wanted to. Although I would say it's been close, right? They've almost made their way out. A common problem, though, when you're going for those mid pushes is even if you win the first fight, you can't escape. You're stuck in there, and you probably just die, so gotta be careful. Brokey, flashed, not quite, he's just all the way in the pillar. A good flick, he's so lightning fast. It's disgusting. 3 quick kills for him, he just blows it up, and it's 11 rounds in the first half of Faze. They look close than I was expecting, perhaps, but there wasn't anything really wild happening. I mean, I think, it just highlights, as a lot of these mic'd up moments do, the importance of making precise calls, like where exactly, is this person? Like, it's just, because in that last 2v2, knowing that Patsy's out on the short side with the AWP, like I don't think they realized exactly inside of the bomb site where the last player was, but just having the precision there is super, super important. But I expect that out of Faze, and I expect the same out of Liquid. I think they're going to be at that level no matter what. But yeah, they did sound a little bit stressed in spite of the fact that they end up at 11-4.
Well, here we go. T-side pistol for Faze. They've got a smoke available to flash as well, and this P250 for Rain is usually devastating. This is out on the one tap towards the half wall, but a dink is delivered. Patsy down to 18 points of health as they peel off the choke point at Banana. Set up a crossfire, boosting spawn as well by the looks of things here. But that's not where Faze want to finish up. Smoke down. and possibly an A finish here. They're going to be focusing towards shorthanders.
How do you win this one? Well, with the help of OC, maybe, but he's put under so much pressure, and OC can't find the second headshot either. The first one, though, was magnificent, but unfortunately, they're still going to lose the bomb site.
That was a hell of a shot.
It was.
If they found a couple more of those, they would be onto something, but difficult to replicate that, and it might be the only kill they find, Anders, because they are locked out of the round. The smoke down towards Moto is very difficult to deal with. They have got a kit and a flashbang, but it would take a bit of a miracle at this stage to imagine a world where they win it, but let's see what they can make of it.
With the smoke as well on top of the kit, I would believe it more, but this just seems like it's not going to be happening at all. Rainwaker gets a kill, and there's not much else to really worry about. I think you
left on the left, on the left, on the left. Get him in. He's low. That's about me. That's about
calling low, because it does motivate people a lot,
exactly.
you know, even if they're 100 health. Carrigan goes down to begin with, and it's a wild trade in the middle, but what a headshot from Rain. That is what solidly puts it in favor of FaZe. Otherwise, look at Robs and Twist both being incredibly lit in this moment. Naf, unfortunately, not there for the action. He was anchoring the B bomb site, and they should be able to get a fairly clean bomb plant at A here. I don't think Naf can be there. They should, unless they stumble. Maybe they stumble.
They should. You never know. Anything can and will happen in this world, Anders. We all know it. Nafly knows it.
But yeah, I feel like calling enemies low is just psychologically a smart thing to do.
Even when you know they're not.
Even when you know they're not.
Even though you've done 17 damage. He's low.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if they end up winning, it's great. Everyone's cheering, going, then you can laugh about it. But if they end up going for the low HP player and he's not low, and then the awkward conversation of like, oh, I thought you said he was low, and he's not. Like, what are you saying then? You just go, oh, sorry, I lied. Are you going to say, oh, I made a mistake, or sorry, I lied?
You just blame the server. Just
yeah,
like, you know,
it's lag.
It's a hit reg issue, like, unfortunately.
Game bug, maybe.
Yeah. Stupid game. Not my fault.
Not my fault, obviously.
I think the important thing is to not really take responsibility. If any, like, you just can't do that. If you lose face, you can't do it.
I guess that's good advice. Yeah, it's going to take time. It's gonna It's going to be some growing pains here. You know, it's going to be difficult. We're playing against world-class opposition, to say the very least. It's 13-4 right now, but this is pretty much a full eco. So I will give you a bit more as to what's happened here. Remember, they've taken down G2, who are another team who hasn't made a roster change in the player break. So taking down G2, that's actually a massive result. So they do have the potential to have these great impacts on the server, but it's not going to be sustainable. It's not going to be happening every single time, I would say. And this is a best of 3 as well. So sure, this map hasn't really worked out for them, but
I'll say this, though. Something that I always find to be very, very concerning when you're seeing any team play, but I mean, probably more concerning if it's a brand new project and everyone should be excited. But sometimes you'll see people on the T side almost look like they run out of ideas. Like they not that they stop trying, but you can tell that they're running like the same thing over and over again. And there's not like, that's not happening for Liquid. Even if they only get 4 rounds, many of these rounds, you can see that every single round there is a call happening, right? It might be trying to pop out into the pit. They might be trying to go for like a specific B execute, but then they're never just kind of like fumbling around the map, looking a little bit flat. And they're like, so yeah, they don't get the rounds that they need, but you know, you can tell Yikinda from a calling point of view, he's putting in the work. Like he's really doing it. Yeah,
I don't think the scoreline is doing the game justice. And unfortunately, a couple of the rounds they got it from the pistol as well, right? So the first half they got the pistol, the second round, not to take anything away from those rounds, they still won them, but yeah, just 4 total, and we're in touching distance of Faceland picking up this first map, their opponent's pick of Inferno. It's Mirage up next, which is the pick of FaZe, of course, and they've had a pretty easy run of it so far. We'll get into round number 19.
If you're a FaZe fan, though, like this is the kind of scoreline you want to see with Robs, Rain, Twist, and Brokey all, you know, leading the scoreboard, and Carrigan maybe a little bit further behind, but it's such a powerful line. It's ridiculous when you think about it. Yikinda and OC start off well in this one, and that's the first sign of life here for Liquid in the second half, really. 5 versus 3. Should be able to hold on to this one, especially on a map like Inferno. It'll be very hard for FaZe to find the kills to get back into the round without losing more players, which is what's pretty much ahead of them here.
Well, plenty of time, though. FaZe Clan with some positional control on the map as well. They've got top and middle. Smoke's going down to take vision away from the arch side. Patsy has to be aware of the prospect of rain. He's got himself up here, looking for a gap. Now flight in towards arch as well. These next few moments are going to be incredibly important here. Surely it's Team Liquid coming out on top. Patsy looking for the double kill, can't find it. Was very close. Rops could have got a second, but the B bomb site is open. Brokey at least can get a plan out of this one if he hightails it right now.
Not to play the what-if game too much, but if Rops actually did win that fight against Naf, then he's controlling the rotation and the bomb is going to be planted at B. That would have been such a sick 2v2.
It's a good point.
20 seconds. It's still possible, right? If Brokey swings this and just takes out Naf, then he's going to smoke it off instead. Some shots coming through, but bomb plant looking very doable at the moment. Flash and Brokey's just absolutely ignoring it. He just doesn't care.
Time to step up to the play, Brokey. What have you got for us? 1 versus 3, no utility, 100 points of health, and all 3 CTs lying in wait towards CT spawn. He has the skill to pull this one off. Can he convert?
He absolutely does have the skill. He's world class at this. Normally with the AWP, we'll see if he can do it with the AK instead. The flash is real good, and the spray takes a long time. He needs the second one, but Rainwaker's showing up. A little bit of a wider swing than he would have wanted there, Brokey. And that's good enough. And even the flashbang, even if the flash image, just making that first
flashbang towards top middle gives up the fact that OC is in that position. Good grenade damage elsewhere, though. Carrigan down to just 57 points of health. They still get a battle through, though. Waiting for the Molotov to go down. Flashbang delivered. No hard commitment just yet, but it's twists. He'll be going down early in the round.
Without anyone really, necessarily fighting them, it's just the last burns of the Molotov that caught him.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That looked a bit wild, and Brokey's were very low on health. Good flick for OC. He sees the gun barrel there, but Patsy still walks into it. You would have thought that would have been a little bit more communication to stop that. Good flick to follow it up, though. Carrigan goes down, and OC hot with the AWP, up to 13 kills. Nafly showing up the perfect timing here, because Brokey's so low on health. He should be dead in a couple of seconds.
You would think so, but he can hit some absolute bangers when required. This one would be no different. Does he have the presence of mind for the quick scope up towards Rainwaker's position? Apparently not. Always an entertaining prospect when Brokey is up against it with the AWP. With this there, it's dusty. It's going to be a long ride, but it can be done, Anders.
Yeah, there's a world in which they managed to find their way there. Need to get through some of these rounds a bit cleanly. Maybe again try to make sure they always have enough money in the bank that a round loss is not the end of Inferno for them. Missed opportunity, but an MP9 here for Patsy to do a little bit of work with. Remember, he was 0-7 at one point, and he's up to 10 kills now, so it was just a slow start, and now that he's made up for it, I think it's looking a little bit better. They've broken through into Arch, so they have a chance to put some pressure on. If they could find a kill with the AWP, they could even get the bomb plant down, but I think Rainwaker is logically playing it very passively at the back of pit.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one to break through. You can see them jumping across the bomb site. Is trying to get the bomb planted here. Excellent attempt with the grenades, and the follow-up spray will convert and surely leave Robs with a pretty impossible scenario, but he's got the open hand this time, trying to cut this 1v3 down to size.
Yeah. And Rainwaker's playing this so smart. He's waiting for his teammates to show up. It's Naf eventually coming in from the apartment's position, but if he swings to die there, then all he's doing is giving Robs like a huge opportunity to reposition himself. Why would...
Kandara is at the top of Banana, joined by Naf, as once again they'll be hunting for that opening kill, which they've been finding more often than not.
Oh, he's so aggressive.
He loves that.
Not scared at all to try and battle for that banana control. He's going to be pushing even further forward. Did cost them a lot of grenades to try and get that space. So I presumably you would have loved to have actually found someone with that pop flash through the smoke, but they're leaving Naf there, from what it looks like. Yeah, he's going to be jump spotting this one with a smoke in his back pocket.
Yeah, just trying to delay as long as possible. Yekendar's there with him now. Going to be set up towards sandbags as they'll go for a deeper smoke here. Flashbang goes over. T's are going to be fighting here as well. This is a big interaction in the round. Yekendar, aggressive of course. They'll trade out for now. That does favor the FaZe clan as they focus their efforts towards middle. 3 CTs ready and waiting. Patty towards Arch and OC and Rainwaker enabling the crossfire towards pit and bomb site.
Look at Naf. He's rotating out of the B bomb side with 23 health. He's saying, we're so sure that this is going to be an A attack that we're just going to go for it. And they're not wrong either. This is almost impossible really to make it through with your Faze. They need such strong kills. OC with the one return. Almost gets that one, but Carrigan, he's actually doing some work here. Double kill for him, leaving Rainwaker in the pit. And the bomb's being planted. That grenade's not going to make the difference here. Yeah, it'll soften him a little bit, but still, he's trapped in here. Trying to see if he could find a headshot on anyone in there. And actually, they're going fairly aggressive against him. I don't think they need to. Headshot on Rain. And now it's Carrigan left. 1 versus 1. Might be on low health here, but Rainwaker, he's getting a bit closer. He's got the kit as well. And Carrigan's just jiggling inside of the bomb site. No! That's a bit of a shame.
You hear the first couple of bullets missed there for Carrigan. A sigh of relief as he finally gets the kill. But Rainwaker, he was onto something there. That was obviously a human kill.
They're going to find that really well done. Twist to run down Yakinda. He's had a couple of early losses here. Again, he's trying to play that aggressive role, so maybe it's to be expected. Brokey's practically dead in this round, so it's a 4 versus 4, but might be leaning slightly the way of Liquid at this point in time. They don't have any grenades almost left here. A couple of smokes, but there's a minute and 14 seconds, so that's going to run out really soon. And FaZe might have a... They might have a little bit of a way to get into a bomb site here. They haven't tried B too much either.
They have not. For now, it's Naf. He's got a smoke at least. And he can't really commit to an all-out fight here towards B. If he goes down with nothing, it's GG, but he also has to delay them. It's going to have to be one hell of a smoke. We'll see what he can do with it. Like, he can't really let them in for free. Kind of just has to go for the spam here as they cross, I guess.
Yeah,
that's kind of it. Yeah, that's all he can really do. That was the only viable option.
Oh my god!
That helps as well. That helps. That's not bad either.
Yeah, I wasn't counting on that.
The airstrike.
Me, I guess. He absolutely did call in the airstrike. Oh my god.
Okay.
That came out of nowhere.
I actually think he could really do, but they win the round regardless. Full eco for FaZe. Robs will invest with a Tech 9 and some Kevlar. Carrigan will offer himself up. First on the chopping block and a second available as well. OC will spot him but not connect the dots just yet. And we have got Rainwaker just joining OC as well, just to make sure he's got a bodyguard.
Yeah, this is on lockdown. There's no way that they can really screw this up, I think, even with Patsy on the other side of middle towards Arch.
You would have to be actively trying to give it up at this stage.
Yeah, hunting with knives and stuff like that. You have to get to that territory. Been a while since we've seen that kind of madness.
Have we ever seen anyone like completely lose it in a game, like rage so much they go for a team kill? Like, has that ever happened?
They just... I don't think so.
They've lost it so much. They've had such a bad argument. They've gone, you know what? I'm just gonna. They've had a moment of madness and killed their teammate. Has it never happened?
I can't think of a. There must probably be. There are probably people tweeting at you right now, Henry, saying.
Yeah. All right. If there's a moment you can think of, maybe not at the top level of pro play. Maybe there was a moment.
There was. What was that one LAN where the coach accidentally bumped the guy defusing? And that's a moment of like just.
It was on ladders and they were just celebrating and he was going up to, oh, well done, amazing, high five, and he didn't defuse the bomb and ended up losing. I want to say,
I can't remember.
It was a German team, I
think it was a German team, yeah.
I would have said big, but I don't think it was big. But yeah, sure, tweet us about that as well. That's something.
Yeah.
That's Yico over with.
We're crowdsourcing a little bit of history.
Yeah, exactly. We actually don't know the history ourselves, but we're aware it exists. All right. 59, double digits around the corner, Anders. You know what that means? So we have to have the conversation about the what-ifs.
Yeah.
The maybes.
It's mandatory when you get into this kind of territory. You start to feel like it could happen.
Well, we'll leave it for now. If they win this round, I'll let you handle the monologue of what could happen at double digits, all right?
I'll spin some stories about what's out there. Look at the buy even in this one for FaZe. It's really not that impressive. They're short the AWP on Brokey, which I think he's competing really hardcore right now with OC. They are both at 18, 20 kills. They're doing really, really well either AWP here. So lacking that tool even on the T side of Inferno, I still think it's a big deal. For some AWPers, they wouldn't even buy the AWP on the T side, but I think someone like Brokey would and should.
Well, in terms of territory, FaZe Clan at least helping themselves towards middle, trying to remove CT vision towards Banana and middle. Quite passive from Team Liquid. Gekindar deep in the arch, OC patrolling the library as well. And just Naf once again. Solo hold. Retake utility deployed suggests it's more than just him in position.
I feel like it's...
Oh, he's going to make this jump. Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Not when people are watching. Right?
Exactly. I can do it like if I can do it maybe 2 out of 10 times. But if you're in game, of course, you're never gonna make it. No. It's such a difficult jump. Well, I don't know. For me, it is. I assume
I'm in the same boat. I don't enjoy it at all. It makes me nervous. I think Naf had used all of his grenades at like 55 seconds. I guess they're slowing it down anyway, but it is a little bit quick to be using that many nades. Smoke down on top, but not before Naf managed to find a headshot. And that's real excellent. Yakinda, though, the spray. That's really incredible because probably just one kill would have been what you could have expected in that position, but the double spray down gives his team a real good chance here. Liquid obviously have to go for the retake. There's no saving.
Yeah, you can't. We're saving, lads. It's, we have lost, but at least we kept our weapons. So looking to close things out. 3 versus 2. Faze with no utility, as you mentioned. They entered this round with barely nothing. As Carrigan needs a big spray down here, Anders. A double would do. 1 would not. We'll see what he can deliver.
Yeah, it has to be massive, doesn't it? Well, that's a good start. A headshot to bring down Patsy, but he's quickly returned upon. Rainwaker with the 1, and OC, he was there for the crossfire all along. And they do have kits on everyone that was left there. A really close round, especially given the fact that the early kill there went for Naf. Still going to be 10 on the side.
Could dig deeper than ever.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the number. Okay. Not all rounds are created equal, you know?
You've convinced me. I'm back with you.
I can sell it.
This could happen. So, it's going to be a half buy for reasons Anders just stated. So Tech 9s and aggression from Rain. Some damage inflicted, not quite enough though. As they'll confirm what they're up against here, the half buy. You want to have long-range crossfires. Deploy the utility. Keep them in arm's reach.
Yeah, the one thing you can't afford is for them to get a kill forward on the map so they can pick up a rifle. That would be a disaster. So yeah, stay back and just wait for them to show up. Good shot from OC. Got Rainwaker here again. I think he's been playing pretty solidly this map. A little bit more of a passive style that he's bringing into it, but it's working out so good. Rops is on his own, and they're absolutely everywhere. So no chance there. 11 to 15, and also no bomb plan. Now, it's not going to affect this next round, but again, down the stretch of 4 or 5 rounds, if you get the $800 bonus every time, it could give you another buy round at the end, right?
So, we do have the full buy for Faze. Got the Molotovs this time, the smokes, AKs across the board. Getting a little bit angsty now. You're feeling like, oh, we should have closed this out already. We just need that 1 round. That huge buffer we had is diminishing at this point. 1 out of 4. Certainly possible. Looking good. But just need to stop losing these opening duels. Seems like Team Liquid have the advantage each and every round. As Twists working towards Banana. We've got Rain operating the apartments here. And this time a focus towards B. They've really Naf alone towards B time and time again. This time actually contesting with the AWP of OC, especially in Yekindar, who loves to get stuck in with a flashbang thrown over. And that could be coming in momentarily. Nafly setting him up.
Faze are giving a lot of space right now for Liquid to go aggressive, and Yakinda has been so aggressive on Banana, it actually makes sense for them, I think, to wait and see if he wants to do it again, because they would have been in a good position to counter flash him and maybe try and take the fight to him. You can twist this kind of here, jiggling, I think, hoping for Yakinda to show up eventually. Grenade's going to be pretty good against him, though. Land on top and soften him up a little bit. Now they're hunting him down, and there's no backup. No flashes coming in to help him out, unfortunately. The Yakinda just left to his own devices. Twist with the double opening, and this could be the beginning of the end for Faze.
Oh, it's a massive kill, though, for OC. Twist was aware of the prospect. They're trying to jump over the scope of OC, and now it's Rain coming in for the flank as well. They're going to finish up towards the A side. Patsy needs to try and break through the arch, but Ropsy's waiting for him. Should be a guaranteed kill. A disaster strikes. Patsy will actually come out on top. 3 versus 2, and that should have been the round there and then, and the game. But now Liquid have a lifeline.
He's out there hunting for it. Patsy, you could almost tell he wanted to see if he could run it down, but now he has to wait for OC as well. This retake will be a very, very tough one. I'd be shocked if Liquid could pull it off now. They got the AWP on the 1 line, and Patsy is just edging his way towards the bomb site, but time is ticking against them, and Rain will get the first kill. OC gets hunted down as well, and it's Faze to come up with 16 rounds, really put to the test in spite of an absolutely awful start for Liquid. They managed to show some strength at the end anyway.
First of Inferno starting on the T side here, Mirage. They've got themselves a couple of smokes and 4 flashbangs in total. They send most of their manpower over towards the B bomb site here, Anders. So 1 player towards A, that's going to be Rops, who have just Kevlar, no utility, as they send 4 players over for a full execution, potentially. The CTs are ready for the rush.
Yeah, the fact that Rops is alone like this is a big giveaway to what's going to happen. He usually plays this kind of thing, especially on pistol rounds, and this is actually one of the 2 pistol rounds that Faze loves to run. The other one is more of a straight A execute, but the other one is this B one. Now, I'd say normally you actually see Rops in the middle to catch anyone rotating through that part of the map, which he could be close to doing now, or maybe he just joins the rest of them. But either way, they're going to go straight for it. Naf is on his own back here and run over, and you can see Rops there at top mid. Yeah, this is a very classic setup, something that Faze love to do. 4 versus 5 on this one, and yeah, they're checking for him. I guess OC's been watching the demos too, so he knew what was up. Still, it's a very hard retake that's coming up here for Liquid, no doubt.
And you got the boosted twist as well on the bomb side. This will be incredibly difficult. It all starts here, though, as Rain firing off shots from the bench. They'll exchange blows here. Yekindar takes him down eventually, but time is of the essence here. They're not finding the kills that brings them out on top, and time is running very thin indeed. They've got the man advantage. They could defuse this if they started right here, right now. They've got the kit. Carrigan just need to deny the flan.
Oh! Hold on. With the kit on top, they actually did it. OC, 4 kills. And Rainwaker, he was so low on health. If he got tagged by 1 bullet there from Carrigan, it would have been a round for them, and they would have stopped the bomb definitely.
Yekindar towards the connector. Smoked off for now, and we can see Carrigan and Rops operating towards the pallets. As mentioned, though, the bomb all the way back. Difficult to recover. I think Carrigan's realizing now.
Yeah, someone needs to be on bomb duty, otherwise it's going to get a bit messy. No point in executing a split to the A-bomb side and just having to run back to pick up the bomb, so probably was a little bit of a hiccup there. It's Brokey to pick it up instead. You cannot bullet, and he's down to 11. That's uncomfortable, but there's only 1 smoke on Carrigan right now, so either could be CT spawn or jungle. Either way, it's not a lot to go for a full execute behind 1 smoke.
So Brokey, he's got the bomb now. It's Rain up and towards ladder room. Detected by Nafly, though. He'll get the first kill on the board here. And the commitment towards A comes through. Very basic execution. 1 smoke. A flashbang will come over, and it's Patsy to receive.
Yeah, you see the smoke's gone down towards jungle, and that still leaves some of the, 5 positions on the bomb side open. So they're running deep into it. They're trying to see if they can get there. No one's checked for Patsy, and as a result, Brokey going to get shot in the back, and Carrigan's practically dead as well. It's going to be a good cleanup. Only 1 casualty, and Patsy, yeah, solid defense, and also partly because Faze just, I mean, it's a great illustration of why you need a utility to
The opening kill there. How's he pulled that one off?
That's what you like to see.
That still was like CT spawn. So he just ran up the A ramp and just absolutely walloped him.
It's actually such a sick strategy, isn't it? Like, the key is calling it out in spawn. When you're in C spawn, you say, like, I'm just going to kill this guy in A. Don't worry about it.
I'll just take the spawn. Deagle, no armor. Nailed it. And at this point, a 4-on-4 still a massive advantage, of course, with Team Liquid. Shouldn't be a world where they get close to losing this round, but we'll see. Could make a bit of a meal of it. 4 players in towards middle, as Patsy just wants to make sure he locks off the entrance towards short.
Yeah, I can respect Liquid for not actually peeking the middle that much at the moment. They know that they're in there. They've been checking from connected. They've been checking from the catwalk. But if you face into the Deagle, you really risk a lot. Now, Patsy's created a bit of a one-way here. Slightly different scenario for him. Very hard to find. And he's going to get that kill. Could be traded from Twist, who's right on the other side. But Twist has got his back turned, ignoring him for the minute. And running out of bullets is Patsy. So he will go down 3 versus 2. 35 seconds. And again, I've got to say, Liquid look like they should be holding on to this round, no problem. Yeah,
I think you're onto something there, Anders. It's just poor old Rops here, and he won't be long for this world as OC takes him down and confirms the 3-0 start for Liquid. Now, bear in mind, as we'll see, a very slow approach here from Faze, waiting for aggression. It's the first gun round, just trying to negate any sort of pushing CT players here, as they'll fight for control towards short. Smokes down toward connector and window. And OC, he'll be falling back, watching towards Palace.
Yeah, not afraid to make a little bit of noise, dropping down. Him and Rainwaker are going to be dueling up and trying to see if they can maybe even push down towards the bottom of that A ramp.
Yeah, at least take control of the ramp itself. Might not pushing towards T-spawn, but they've lost middle control, right? So that's the reaction, making sure they're strong elsewhere. Now, Fly certainly aware of the potential threat towards the ladder room once again. Beautiful shot with the Khalil. Finds him the advantage once more. Carrigan rotates over with the bomb to join his comrades here towards A. Drops in towards Palace, and now the bomb. They just got to straight up challenge this, I think.
They could. Broken Connector, I think, is going to be the pivotal player here, depending on his timing, if he can find the opening, but he can't. OC takes him down. That's 8 kills on OC and 1 death there. Kerrigan and Rob's trying to get it back a little bit, but it's still a 3-on-3. And the clock is running down. Yukinda's coming in from catwalk and towards the middle, so they need this bomb plant before more players show up. There's Kerrigan going down. This Yukinda actually with the AWP at range, and they're getting picked apart here. So yeah, they got the 3-on-3, but they never got the positions to get the bomb down at all.
My, oh my. Solid stuff here from Team Liquid tournament, and they're up 4-0 on the CT side of Mirage. Faze's pick, and it's been very convincing at the very least. As we'll see, Yekindar toward the B bomb site, pushing with conviction once again, trying to find the opening pick once more, which, to be fair, Liquid have been very good at today. Finding these opening kills, making the round uncomfortable as they inflict significant damage here towards Rain. Another grenade for their troubles. He's down to 3 points of health before he sees anyone.
Just wanted to have that forward position. Robs will be the first real casualty. That's on the A ramp on the other side. But yeah, Rain could practically count him as dead as well. Nav going to be repositioning ever so slightly. Might be even more tough for Rain to peek this one. He's got no idea what's coming his way. And he's dead without even seeing anyone in the round at all. 3 people alive on the Faze side of things. A scout here on Brokey. Big fan of the scout myself, so always happy to see.
Whenever I've played CS with you, the scout purchases are a little bit unreasonable. Like, whenever there's enough money for a scout, you bring it out. I'm like, all right, well. And to be fair, you actually do make it work. So I'm criticizing you, but I'm actually respecting you at the same time.
Yeah, just the level of freedom. Like, I think my brain's cheating me. Like, it feels like you just move so quick.
I guess it does feel nice, but for me, like, for some reason, I don't like it. Brokey certainly does. It feels like you move too fast because I'm so used to the AWP and the scope mechanics there. It kind of messes my brain a little bit. So I do respect people that are very good with it, but it's not for me. Certainly is for the likes of Brokey, but he throws it away for now as finds the M4, but that's going to be 5 rounds in a row for Team Liquid here on the second map.
Variability in the defense when you can anchor B with the 1 AWP just is such a difference. So quite curious how it'll play out. Both of them are in the middle right now at the start of the round. So Yukinda's on catwalk with OC in the window. So if anyone wants to step up here without doing a lot of work with smokes and Molotovs, you are likely to get blown up, and you really don't want that happening here. Faze, you're right. They are looking for that first round even. They've got something in there. You see jumping through, no flashes, no smokes, and it's just a field day for the Orbs.
Yeah. 3 AWP kills in this round, but it's Brokey that pulls one back in favor of FaZe Clan. A 3 versus 3, down but not out. They have got Twist down to 19 points of health as Brokey knows there's another player lying in wait towards the B bomb site. He's got the bomb as well, so he needs to be very careful. Yekindar gets himself out of danger, rotating through the murder hole. Back through spawn as Rainwaker is in towards the ticket booth position, but FaZe nowhere to be seen. They're actually isolated right now towards short. Trying to join Brokey, who, as mentioned, has got the bomb.
OC's walked so far away from the B bomb side. That's a bit surprising.
I guess because he's got no cover towards murder hole. He's not feeling like he's protected, right? So
yeah,
they'll play retake on the B bomb site. It will be a hell of a retake to pull this one off. If they cleanly get this bomb down now, it's going to be very problematic. Looking good for the first round here, as FaZe Clan will commit. Planting for short as well. Should be absolutely fine. Brokey doesn't want to risk it. Just confirming the bomb site's clear.
And Liquid just giving it up. They're saying that's it, no problems.
I guess it's fair enough.
Yeah, because they heard the AWP shot, right? So that they're not going to be. They already knew what was coming up. They just said, all right, doesn't really matter. I can understand it if you look at the numbers, right? 5-1. You get to save 3 rifles, including a double AWP. There's so much money that they throw away if they try and retake it. And who cares if FaZe win a round? As long as you are confident that you can keep it going, you win the next one. So that's kind of what it hinges on. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate. 3-on-3, and I think you are exactly right, though. Just the fact that OC felt he had to cover so many positions on his own just didn't feel too comfortable with it.
And FaZe can't get in their first round here, so can they string a few together? Bit of a rough start here, but now they are officially online, and we're back towards middle with Carrigan's leading the charge. Speaking of charging, we've got OC down towards underpass here. Patsy to defend. And is Carrigan to get dropped first? That's a beautiful little sequence. He's on for the second as well. Great work here.
Such an all-in position with OC. If either OC or Patsy dies in this kind of setup, the other one is probably going to fall as well. They're going to get OC eventually, but still, 2 versus 4. They should hold on to it, although they're losing a couple of more players than you'd want here. You cannot wanted to challenge Twist straight up, and he was allowed to, just came out on the wrong side of that battle. Bro,
No.
I can't believe it. He's so quick with those scopes. He should have been dead every single day of the week, but somehow it's back into a 2-on-2 from what, a 5-on-3 this time?
Yeah, that is ridiculous, Anders. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile every single time. And once again, that B-bomb side is wide open. They can smell it as well. Slowly but surely making their way over towards this side of the map. They'll Molotov towards the van. Flashbang deployed, and Brokey sees an opportunity to try and get that bomb planted. Rainwaker, he's coming up towards short, and it's a short plant. Can he deny it? Oh, he absolutely can. That is massive.
Just a good guess through the smoke. It's on Twist to try and save him. He'll get the kill right through the smoke. And still 35 seconds left. How much can Twist do on this one? He's already got the triple, but he needs the quad. And Naf is out there on the other side of the smoke, just waiting. It fades, but there's a second one up that Naf is playing around 25 seconds. And Naf might be thinking that there's going to be a change. The Twist might have tried to walk close, maybe even get the bomb to the A-bomb site, but he's playing it ice cold at the moment. He's checking everything. He has no idea where Naf is.
Two masters of their craft, former teammates, and it will be Nafly coming out on top. 6 rounds.
Slow start for Patsy on Inferno, although he made up for it in the later stages. So he overall, I think, had a really good game. This is anything but a slow start. He's up to 8 kills already. Doing a very, very good job and being a bit of terror in the middle. OC as well at 10-2. So a couple of players there on the Liquid side that are really pulling a bit more than their own weight. And on Faze, you need more. Twist is there, but that's about it. The rest of them have not really shown up to play Mirage yet. It's Yukinda creeping into the middle. Going to be good for the 1 kill. Oh, and a shot. A wall bang as his teammate was reloading. Yukinda could have got peeked 3 different ways, I think, but that wall bang shot put an end to it.
Is there anything FaZe can do with this round? 2 players down. Time is of the essence. Bomb towards top and middle. It's down to Rops, really. He's in front of the A ramp. Undetected for now. Waiting for someone to give an opportunity. Might have to create his own. Starting to creep forward here, and I believe he's been spotted now. Goes to the spam. It's a little bit desperate, and that might be the round in itself.
Yeah, with just 20 seconds left. I mean,
yeah, I don't think you can do anything with it. Gonna have to save.
Uncomfortable feeling. And that save that they had earlier, Liquid, the 3v3 with the double AWP setup, it's really validated by the fact that they just go on to win even more rounds. They're like, we'll give up a round, and then we'll keep it going. So, very tight
one
work.
Single round.
Yeah, 1 single round. 7-1 in their favor. This is looking spectacular at the moment. And
he's struggling to really get going on the Seaside campaign. A missed shot from OC. Haven't said that too much. And he'll fall back. Doesn't take any damage. And it's a slower approach here from FaZe. So they got a bit of mid control, but they're rotating back. It seems like Karrigan's called the A execution, I think, pretty early on into the round. So all 5 members here. No nonsense, Anders. No 4-1 business. No fakes.
We had a view earlier what happened if you execute A with no smokes. They have 1 and a couple of flashes. So again,
that's a good point.
They're going to be in this weird position where, yeah, they can smoke jungle or connector or CT spawn, one of the 3, but that's about it.
What do you do now?
Lose Robs at the start of it. It's a disastrous turn of events here.
And you're smoked off. So this is just one of those rounds where you, oh my god, it's getting worse. Just push through. I think you just got to push through and hope for the best.
Yeah, the longer they wait, the worse it's going to get at this point here.
Oh, it doesn't look good, Anders.
No, I don't like anything about this. Rain gets taken down. Twist and Karrigan try to battle their way back. I mean, Twist has done a lot of work already, but he doesn't have any more bullets. He's going to go down at the end, and Karrigan 1 versus 3. Going to try and see if he can fake it out, but they're already pushing through, and they're everywhere on top of him.
Yeah, that says it all. The look on his face. I think, but anything but. Team Liquid were very ready for it, mowed them all down, and bit of a non-starter for FaZe, and that's been the sentiment of this first half. To be honest with you, 1 single round found, and a half by to kick things off from round number 10. This is getting a little bit uncomfortable, starting to spiral here.
It really is. And again, some of those executes there without the grenades. I don't know what else they're supposed to do, but it just is not very Karrigan-esque, is it? Normally, you're expecting the nades and the Molotovs and everything else. That's something that they're really good at. Trying to sneak through the connector is Karrigan. It is a powerful position if you get someone from the T side in there, but obviously he got caught in the middle of it, caught red-handed. And the bomb is at the A ramp. So this is going to be just slowly petering out here. Naf with a couple of good kills and drops left. You know what I hope for Henry, though, speaking of Roban, I hope that we could get at some point. I don't know what his next step is. He sort of made it sound a little bit open, like...
you're not going to leak it here?
Have, like, the full sort of, you know, thing and say, like, okay, what actually did this guy do? Really fun to get that kind of thing. Hopefully someone's working on it. We'll be working on it in the future. Bit of a trade here early on. Carrigan for Yakinda, both going down. Yeah, really exciting CT approach here from Liquid. A mixed bag of passive setups and inquisitive pushes. We got one of those towards the underpass. A trade, like he said, but Team Liquid coming out on top. The Dink takes Twist down to 17 points of health here, but a little bit of short control now as Brokey hunting for a frag, but he's been spotted. Great use of the smoke there. Patsy steals the lead away, and look at all this information, and as Naf has actually pushed B the entire way. He's got a free kill here. They are getting absolutely rocked here on the T side. Faze are being outclassed. They really are. And that push for Naf is something that we saw last time Liquid were playing Mirage. We were casting them as well. That little bit of aggression on the B bomb side, which is so hard to deal with. And once again, Naf is having a really good Mirage, right? 11-3, and that's, you know, anchoring the B bomb side. Usually you're really bored on that side. You're not doing anything, and you end up with some pretty bad score lines most of the time because you just can't find a way. Well, hold up. Let's see what Rops can do here, Anders.
Henry. This is the sort of scenario that Rob and Cool can actually do a lot of work in. This is a chance of the first frag. Okay. Didn't even get a chance. Didn't even get a chance to build it up.
They must have had an inkling of where he was coming from. Is the scoreline.
OC having a great run of it. 15 kills. Is it 2 deaths?
It really is.
Let me just confirm on the server. 2 deaths.
That's what a delightful position to be. You're just playing the game on easy mode.
Here we go. Carrigan's had enough. Boys, B execution, out of spawn. You don't see it too often these days, but desperate times call for desperate measures, and as we all know that. I don't think it's going to work out, but considering the way the game's going,
might as well.
I wish them the best of luck.
Give it a shot here. Glocks are coming out. We've got the Mac 10 as well on Twister, trying to hunt it down. It's Rain to get the opening kill. That's huge. Might be a way through, especially if they can find Patsy, but he's making himself very hard to find. That little smoke there, buying time for himself, although Carrigan, I think, smartly going to hunt him down. This is one of the more successful rounds for FaZe.
Yeah. Back to the basics. 5 men towards B. A few smokes go down. Get it done with the Tech 9. It's old school, but it's very effective so far. They've got the man advantage, 4-on-3. CTs might not want to go for this. Out of time, out of space, I would say. If Yekindar can get a couple of kills from short, you never know. The first one's looking good. Not going to connect, though, and the CTs are actually going to be jumping through, committing to this.
I agree with you. They do have a lot of money in the back, but I feel like the bomb was already fairly far ticked to there, and if 3 versus 4 didn't really seem like that was going to happen. But yeah, Liquid, they still have money.
He's got the AWP over towards B. Double AWP set up once again. I dare say that shot looked like it was going to connect. That one certainly will. Robs goes down at the A ramp. Another opening kill here for Team Liquid. How do they find a response here? Well, Naf has got one for him. Continuing to find kill after kill here. Liquid just working the body, looking for that knockout punch. And FaZe just don't have a response at this stage. What can you even do? Another round with that in a 5-on-3 before we've even hit the 1-minute mark. And now he's just waiting for the round to end.
That smoke that was up that Carrigan was trying to use as one way is a really nice trick, but it's also very suspicious once you know that it's happening. So probably stuck around maybe a bit too long to try and look for that fight. But I think, yeah, again, they are maybe a little bit desperate at this point in time. 10-2 the scoreline, round number 13. And they're grouping up for a bit of a pincer movement towards the A-bomb side. But there can be no mistakes at this stage. They basically have to get Brokey through the middle, getting at least a kill, and then the rest of them have to win the fight to the A-bomb side, and then we have a real round on our hands. It's so much ahead of them, and we don't even get the first step into it. Rainwaker's taking down Rain already, and it's just Twist and Brokey left.
Well, here we go. First of which has been found, and before we can even finish the sentence, Twist is removed as well. And then since then, it's been a single B execution with Tech 9s have found success. But yeah, this is a little bit alarming considering this is the pick of FaZe Clan. We expected them to come out of the player break revitalized, retooled, looking like a fresh team. But this is a little bit worrying.
On Inferno, they did kind of have that feeling about them, but it shouldn't be going away this quickly.
Well, it's against OG as well. They got the 2-0, but it was like a 16-14 on Inferno as well. You know? That's a brand new OG. A lot of people are saying that's the most underwhelming roster change out of the entire season, and they struggled. They got the win, sure. First game of the season for them, sure. But yeah, these haven't been open shut cases.
Something else to consider, right? It was a bit of a slow start for Liquid on Inferno, but at the end they made it very competitive. So it also feels like Liquid just, warmed up for the start of Inferno, and they've kept that strength, and now they're just looking better and better and better, right?
We normally say that because it's just like something to say, but I think it's actually some substance there. Like the fact that they were 11-4 down, and then they actually made it, a 16-11 game, and actually had some very compelling rounds for a new team. You're looking for reps on LAN, right?
Yes.
No better reps than that. As we'll see them once again get its opening frag. Finally, Robs will respond. Back to an even keel here, but not for long. The active NAF has been detected by Twist. This is looking much better, but Rainwaker, the new boy, defending the A side valiantly, and all of a sudden, blink and you miss it, Anders. The round has fallen apart. It's crumbled. As Faze are left in the 3 versus 1. Brokey with 20 seconds. Has to make a ton of noise here. Seems to be aware of the prospect of a player right next to him, but it won't matter. He's going down, and it's another that spark in his eye. And landing every single shot, it seems. OC for now looking towards the Palace. And it's Robs taking matters into his own hands. Someone's got to, I suppose. Get stuck in. See if he can find that opening frag. Not much strategic prowess behind this one. He just threaded the needle, walked into sandwich, and he's got the element of surprise on his side.
This is sick. What a weird position to find yourself in so early. Now, is he going to get the reward for it? Presumably very hard to check for the CT side if they come back here, but it's going to be flashed around the corner. And what an opening!
That will do.
Robs, there we go. It's Rain to try and pick it up, and Robs will get one more, so a double for each of them. And Naf on his own over at the B-bomb side with the Orc. Obviously, can't necessarily really save it, but...
Definitely can't save it, Anders. I think that's more than fair to say.
I mean, you could keep your stat line intact. Think about the long run.
Think about the scoreboard, you're right.
Think about the scoreboard.
if Anders could give the pros one tip, it would be think about the scoreboard. What an arduous task that was. FaZe Clan on their own map pick, ladies and gentlemen, struggling to piece anything together. They will steal the last round away, but will it be enough? Time will tell. CSGO, we are back. We're enjoying the action, Anders. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Henry. I actually didn't even realize it was Monday.
I know, right?
That's the kind of world I'm living in.
Well, the weekend is officially over, and Liquid are firing on all cylinders here. 12-3 on their opponent's map pick of Mirage. They'll now switch over to the T side. We're going to try and crack open the A bomb site here quickly as they commit 4 players.
If Liquid win this one, it might be all over for FaZe, and they'll have to play a third map. There we go, trying to find the shots. It's Rain and Twist as Robs is struggling to find the headshot, but his teammates, they're there to back him up, and it's working just flawlessly. I think all of them headshots as they just run it down. So pistol round 1 for
the kills. Try and keep it as clean as possible. Just level the grenades.
Highlight again, OC with 17 and 6 right now. I mean, this is from the first half, right? Real impressive work that he's put into to this game. So, like to see it.
Yeah, he's showing some very impressive form since the break.
Maybe they get a bit of a reward at the end of the game.
Yeah, like what?
Ice cream?
Ice cream, yum.
I heard it's so good.
Ice cream, so good. Yum. Is there any aggression? Maybe towards shore. We're sending 2 players. Seeing a lot of boosts in this side of the map. For now, just the Famis lying in wait. Brokey hunting for information.
I mean, it's just as true for FaZe as it was for Liquid on Inferno, that you can build up momentum at the end of a map that you might not win, but then you can carry that momentum over to a third map in this case, right? So for FaZe, probably is very much the same feeling that even if they end up losing this map, if they can get up to 10 or 11 rounds, it doesn't feel quite the same. You feel like, okay, it was a slow start, but whatever, like we're ready to play the third one. So I think that's what they're mainly focused on at the moment. Obviously, if they can make the full comeback, that'd be real impressive, but even getting up to 10 or 11 is pretty good. A couple of good trades favoring Liquid right here.
Yes, certainly.
This is rough, isn't it? FaZe don't have the money to start losing rounds so early.
Oh, Nafly has got into a very powerful position. They're going to have no idea. Looking for his second frag as well. He is aware of Rain's position. Rain wake up, actually beats him to the punch, and it's just going to be Carrigan remaining. So whatever they had in mind here, little swing out towards short, combative towards middle. It has backfired, unfortunately. Carrigan trying to pick up the pieces here. Good start. He'll find Rainwaker en route. Looks like he's got a second kill potentially here as well. And now it's getting a little bit problematic. There's a smoke down as well, Anders. He's got the kit. He could do something with this. If he fought Defuse now, he could actually win it. It's a terrible plan. Defuse it. Oh my god, what have they done? What have they done? He's done it, Anders! The full defuse Carrigan! 1 versus 4. Absolutely ice cold, and what an Liquid throw it all away. That round was locked in. That was a done deal. They could have just stayed 4 players on the bomb site, and it's over. Done.
Yeah,
they were hunting.
Fine. They were hunting, and then after the hunt was cancelled,
Where are the comms?
Yeah, so that's what you want, right? You want someone to shout out at the start of it. The bomb's planted not for this position.
Default plan. Default plan.
Yeah, you can't do anything in the middle, unfortunately. Still, this round starts with a pretty good trade. 2 for 1, favoring Liquid, even if Naf is low on health here. We'll see what they could do with it. It's Carrigan out hunting, looking for it. OC's right there to catch him. And the nightmare continues for Faze, though. Even winning that last round, it's a 2-on-4.
So, another round that looks to be in the bag.
Maybe.
Surely.
Twist and Brokey are both here. They're kind of in the right position, although the flashbang is God tier for Yakinda, helping out OC, sneaking up as Brokey. He's going to be good for the win. It's so sick, isn't it? He's going to tap the bomb, but it's a 10-second defuse, and they're already started to circle their way there. You could see Patsy's coming in from the middle. They really don't want to give him a chance here. And Brokey, he's trying to relocate, trying to see if he could find another angle, but again, without the kit in his back pocket, I don't think it's possible. He almost had that shot, the USP out. He actually dinks Yakinda. He is just an absolutely sick weapon, isn't he, Brokey? If he had the kit there or a smoke or any one of those 2 things, it would have...
Up as well. Rain will join him. Looking for that first frag, but Patsy swipes him back. Clinical kill.
Yeah, scout back here. You can... That little pop doesn't quite have the same force, the same stopping power as the AWP, although Rops makes it interesting. Very, very quick headshots coming up with the Deagle. Brokey would have loved to have followed it up, but he can't. And now it's Carrigan at range with the 5-7 here. Bomb actually come off the bomb plant. They were worried about him maybe running them down, but surely with all 3 alive on the other side, there's nothing Carrigan could do. He's going to go down to Rainwaker right through the smoke as Liquid will pick up a 14th round.
That is going to be the eco and a fast A push. Nothing too crazy. Just going to try and shut this one down quickly. It's an A stack. A glimmer of hope for Faze, but not looking too good.
The utility is so overpowering. Even the Molotovs that don't land where anyone is, there's so many positions that they don't have to worry about Liquid. They're just checking everywhere else, and it's worked out. Twist, he's going to tickle him a little bit with a USP, but he didn't even do real damage to him. 15-6, the A stack is completely exploded. And they're 1 round away, Liquid. Damn, this is shocking, isn't it?
It's not looking good. Ancient to close things out. Looks like that will absolutely be happening. As mentioned, 9 rounds in a row required for Faze here. M4s across the board. Bare bones utility. And no kits to speak of. So it's going to be OC looking for the cross towards Connector to kick things off here. Twists not going to give them the opportunity. Requiring the perfect game of this stage. Faze on their own pick. Even with Carrigan 1v4, can't really get it together.
No, that was a real moment. It looked like it was going to be inspiring, but they don't have the cash to continue. And Liquid they're just on Faze what was going on. They're so zoned in.
Kind of crazy to think, even with that sort of round and the amount of hype we just had even 2 minutes ago, it's all subsided.
Yeah,
it's all gone. It's deflated, and the scoreline's 15-6. It didn't really mean anything, unfortunately.
Powerful position for OC here. A little bit of curiosity on the other side. Rops looks like he wants to do something with it. Smoke is going to cancel out the potential fight. Probably for Rops better here. It's been a tough game for him. 9 kills, 6 on Rain, 7 on Carrigan. 3 of them right there that definitely have been struggling a little bit. Oh, the timing is so good. Brokey taking down Patsy in the middle. Oh, but that's huge. They're leaning already towards the B bomb site, so Naf getting that kill. You get one in the middle and you spot another one on the A ramp. It's going to feel probably to Faze like there's some sort of potential A attack coming. And in fact, it's all right now on Carrigan here. Good shot on the first, but it has to be more than that. Yakinda's going to be able to edge him out, and it's a 3-on-3.
All to play for. Brokey, the last line of defense here, not denying the plant until he does. Swings out, does find the C4. Yeah, Kandar drops it. 10 seconds remaining, Anders. They might have done enough to keep the dream alive here.
It certainly feels like it. No time for the bomb plant any longer. Interesting shot from OC, but there's not much else to be done. Twist actually almost burns alive, but that's it. Gonna be another round.
We run it back. We do it again. It wasn't looking great there. We'll just check the scoreboard, see if there's any obvious concern. Brokey brings it back to a 4-on-4. Twist aggressive towards short. Got a lot to deal with here. OC primed and ready for the peak.
Look at the mid control though for the Liquid side. If they could get you into the window and Patsy's the top connector, there's so much they can play around with. And they've still got 1:20 seconds. Naf is on the other side. Wouldn't be surprised if they just go for this, try and pincer the bomb site. Double ramp position as well, which it's interesting. It potentially a mind game. If you find one of these two ramp players, you might not expect for the second one to be there. So there is a mistake that could be made by Liquid if they don't really make sure to check it. We'll see. A minute on the clock. And Brokey, yeah, he's a little bit out in the open. They're going to get spotted out, and they swing for it. But yeah, they're going to find both of them. Nice shot from Patsy, and got to be careful here, Brokey. You don't just get naded out of there. If they had an HE, he could have been dead already. Kerrigan, good timing, and he'll find the shot. 3 versus 3 now. And Brokey is just running all the way into the middle with the AWP.
So, desperately trying to close this one out. 35 seconds, looking for the plant if possible, Kerrigan. Waiting patiently. He's in the smoke right now towards spawn. They'll have a bit of a cuddle. It's Twist.
What?
Finding the frag, but it's still not going to be quite enough here. Back and forth we go. OC left in the 2 versus 1. Brokey had 3 points of health, but the bomb is down. It's in a really compromised position now. Running out of time, running out of space. This is overwhelming. He's got no utility. A great game so far from OC, but I think it's over. He will have to give this one up and save the AWP.
An uncomfortable moment when they're all bumping into each other in the smoke. I don't know who could have known. It's such a weird feeling, isn't it, when you're running through the smoke and suddenly you get this sense of like...
over towards short. We've got Naf with 2 players behind him in the palace here. Bit of a pop setup potentially.
They need the palace part of this to work before the middle, because the middle is so well defended. It's a 3-way crossfire in there, so they need some of those players on the connector side to turn around back towards the A-bomb side. Otherwise, I don't think this will work out. Yukinda's trying to get through, but yeah, he's going to get caught as well. Patsy and Rainwalker, though, good shots coming through. And a nice little burst in there. Twist will take down OC. It's Patsy and Rainwaker, Henry.
I was thinking about Rainwalker. I'm not going to lie to you.
I said it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's why. Here we go. Big frag from Robs. Rainwaker lying in wait towards the bomb site itself. What a performance this would be to find the victory on the map. He seems to be detected, though. Bullets coming his way. He's got no utility to work with, but tons of skill. Overwhelmed, though. Twist will take him down, and Faze's CT campaign continues here. 3 players survive as the bomb is defused. Their 9th round found. Big picking this one up and get the double digits, and then all of a sudden 5 rounds in a row, and they've got the momentum. You never know, Anders. That really classic conversation.
Yeah, I'm never going to count Faze out of a game like this one. They have so much experience between them that they know how to do this.
That's more like it.
Yeah, good stuff. Rain, just clean headshot to take him down. It's absolutely flawless here. Even the half-buy not really giving Liquid a lot to work with. Well, they'll lose Robs, but the grenade will do the rest. So 10 to 15. They're within striking distance now. They
really would be.
Almost makes you wonder if they've sensed some weakness in the defense, that they just, you know, maybe you can like, you know what, they're a little bit weak here. They're a little bit slow to this position. Let's try and do it. Let's just see if we can't make it work, you know?
Time will tell. I'm invested now, though.
They've been quite focused on that A-bomb side, even if it hasn't been working. They seem to sort of go back to it over and over again. They dropped the bomb a little bit further back, so we'll see if they end up there. Not uncommon for the mid part of the control to be taken through underpass, so you crunch the middle, and then you crunch the A-bomb side. 1:25 seconds. And Brokey still with the only AWP. Double AWP for Liquid worked really well when they were on the CT side. It's not something that Faze has really dived into yet.
So, execution. Fully invested. Looking for that final round, the most difficult one to get of them all. Number 16. It's FaZe Clan riding the wave of momentum right now, and they're going to be defending against a few smokes, a couple of flashes, and here's the full commitment.
Yeah, Brokey misses the first opportunity. Robs wants to get involved in something here, but he's smoked off. It's Twist with the headshot. And that's the start. That's a top mid. So now they don't have to worry about any flanks through there. Robs with a shot on Rainwaker.
Come on now.
Little rough, isn't it? OC goes down next, and the defense is looking great, Henry.
I think it's better for all of us if you just say Rainwalker and just run with it.
Yeah?
I think we'd all appreciate it. If it does come out, it's fine.
How much would we have to pay him to make him change his name?
I think it might be better for the whole Counter-Strike ecosystem if he does, just to make things a bit smoother. But speaking of smooth, this was a beautiful round from the likes of Twist. Really well held. You could see there was never a moment where it looked uncomfortable. And most importantly, Anders, they denied a plant as well. So even the maximum loss bonus, they have to be half by now. That previous buy, I don't think was a good idea. The Galils and barely any utility. They don't really make a dent. An old classic now, perhaps. A full B execute. A didn't work out. Let's go to the other side of the map, and Twist has got a wall bang. They have to commit now into the Lion's Den. They will leap.
Yeah, the jig is up as soon as that happens. Carrigan also defending well on the other side. This actually did work for Faze, if you remember. They did go for that bust out into the B-bomb side, and that's how they got one of the rounds. But not for Liquid. It's 12-15, and he and Twist as well that are top fragging. That is a nightmare scenario to be in. Twist is a mechanical god. You don't want to have him performing at this level, but that's what he is right now. And the walkout from Robs.
Yo, but look behind him. He's got a player coming from Palace.
Yeah, he's aware.
Oh,
timing.
God.
Is he going to spin around for it? He's almost looking. There, Naffy sees him, but Twist, Robs does as well, and he wins the fight. They both had a chance to get that one, but it's Robs who comes out on top. And it's a 5 versus 3, Henry. They're looking to get that 30th round right now.
I can't believe it. Robs had the presence of mind to check the Palace on the fadeaway. It looked like he had slipped the net, but he finds the all-important kill, but Brokey offers himself up. Patsy through the window, undetected. We'll find a vital kill here. Still 1 round away from victory. This could still be it. They'll pump the brakes. Wait for the reaction. Patsy behind enemy lines as his teammates set up for a B attack here, Anders. They'll use Patsy as the backstab potential once they've fully initiated here. But time is of the essence. They have plenty of utility. 4 flashes, 3 Molotovs, a couple of smokes. But how do you utilize them to their maximum effect here?
This is such a gamble. If they get into B, then that middle player is so efficient, right? But if they never get in here, then they're just going to have a player in the window that can't do anything. Twist with a great shot. He's doing everything with the AWP as well. And you can see, yeah, Patsy, he was the insurance policy. If they ever got in to get the bomb down, then Patsy's position is absolutely sick. But unfortunately, they get shut down on the other side. And okay, good find. Rob's able to take that kill.
And what's the important note there, Anders? They didn't get the bomb planted once again. 15-13. We've talked about it many times.
Going for a catwalk rush, right? If you smoke the window and you Molotov and smoke connector, and then you get the Tech 9s in there, because I feel like the B rush or that they attempted didn't really work out so well. And actually, they're leaning strong towards the A bomb side. They didn't want to go anywhere near catwalk at the moment. So it's going to be, again, that execute that Yakinda's really been looking for. There must be something that he's noticing that it feels like we could do it.
Well, no one's really here to receive this time. They'll scramble in from the connector, but can Team Liquid at least get the bomb down this time? They've actually broken through the initial line of defense, but can they get that first frag? The Rain doesn't seem to think so. Takes down Patsy. Yekindar will join him in the grave as well. Nafly with a nice shot with that Desert Eagle. That might be all they find, though. There's his second. It's an uncomfortable round, but one that's put to bed regardless. FaZe Clan might actually do this, Anders. 8 rounds in a row since Team Liquid have found map points. Can you believe that?
I hardly can. Look at the presence of mind for Rain to body block the smoke that's coming towards him. And it makes a difference, because once he jumps up on the ticket booth afterwards, his vision is so much better than if it's a little bit closer to him. He can stand on those boxes, and it's just going to work out a little bit more in his favor. So all in all, small details, but a huge output here.
Team Liquid, not like this. Not for the new team. We need a honeymoon period somewhere at this tournament.
The memes are hard to escape, Henry. They're really hard. You know, you just...
Yeah, the old classics will never die, I suppose.
No.
That's what makes them classics.
Brokey's here.
Oh, no. I'm going to stand up.
Dude, he just put his elbow around the corner and he's dead. 4 versus 5, Henry. This is looking real grim in the moment. He's training on that copy. No! Headshot to bring down Yakinda. 5 versus 3 now. And the bomb, sure, it's on that A ramp, but they're scattered all across the map. They can't help each other out here, Liquid.
Bear in mind, Anders, this all started with a Captain Carrigan 1 versus 4.
I know.
That's how they got into this game. That's how it started. Right, maybe we can do something with this. That was 10 rounds ago. Nafly trying to end things here, though. Down but not out. A 5 versus 3 as they pull one back. Less than a minute on the clock, and OC's burning. He is in a lot of trouble, but they're finding the kills. Can they close it out right here, right now? At 3 versus 2. Rainwaker's got an open B bomb site. He's confirmed it. But the bomb is so far away. Robs can shut it down. Surely he's not one step ahead. He's not going to go to T-spawn, is he?
A 5-on-3 that they've brought back into this. If FaZe lose the 30th round like this, that's really devastating. I love this reposition for Rain. I don't think they're ever going to flash this corner because they want to be silent.
God!
A little bit of a peek, and he misses the chance. OC will take him down instead, and Robs is already over at B, expecting it. It's ridiculous. Liquid, they should be playing overtime right now, and instead, they're going to get the bomb plant down, and it's John Robs to try and see if he can have a clutch of a lifetime here. 1 versus 3. He is in such deep trouble.
He's got a flash, an HE grenade, and a boatload of skill. 14 kills to his name. Hasn't been the best showing here on Mirage. First kill coming in. And it's Nafly to confirm the map for Team Liquid. So close to disaster, Anders. It could have fallen apart at any moment. But in round number 30, they deny it all. A sigh of relief there for Team Liquid.
Well, and
Try and shut down the back line of the long area. Okay, interesting. We'll see if that transpires here. Ladies and gentlemen, third and final map. FaZe Clan taking on Team Liquid. We FaZe with the T-side campaign to kick things off here. 4 players over Liquid in towards middle. They will be combative here. That means A is completely wide open. And speaking of which, Carrigan's helping himself to just that. Molotov down towards default, smoke down at CT. But no bomb to be spotted, so a bit of a fake here, perhaps.
yeah, it's a fake that's opening up the middle. They're still keeping an eye on it, but nice little win. Naf with a good return, and it's still a 4-on-4, but yeah, trying to distract and pull a lot of players back from that donut position, which so far so good. Carrigan's actually in CT spawn now as they're trying to rotate through. They realize that he's there.
Oh no.
And they double team him, so yeah, the bomb has gone down, but it's a 3 versus 3. Naf is low on health.
Yeah, super unfortunate that Carrigan does 99 damage towards Naf. Robs, though, just trying to stay alive as long as possible. He knows he's done for, but he buys an extra 5 seconds. Bomb still planted. About halfway gone. Now, Nafly has the kit. That's the problem. 1 point of health and Brokey to defend.
Yeah, that's awkward, isn't it? He's finally dead. It took so long, but not for you, Kinder. The time to kill there. 0 seconds as he just goes straight down. Patsy, a crossfire that he has to break open. You need a stunning headshot, and he's already realizing it can't be done. It's not worth it. He's going to try and see if he can make an escape, and even that's going to be denied. FaZe on the board. They win the pistol, and that has to feel good.
Interesting approach. You don't see many all-out fakes like that, especially on a pistol round. You're committing a lot of utility. You normally want to utilize it and go through there. So he's still sort of a main aggression, known for the Rob's utility. Can throw a whole wall of smokes by himself, as he demonstrates right now.
Yeah,
there it is.
Perfectly done. I like it.
So he smokes off Spawn and Temple.
Yeah, you can see the players that are outside of B are worried about a pop flash around the corner, so they're playing really far back. It's finally Carrigan put into a bit of a battle here as he'll go down. Naf will find a kill on Brokey, and it just continues. The MP9, it mows them down on the approach to the B bomb side.
Well, this is very problematic. FaZe Clan with a minute to work with, the bomb down, a 4-on-2, and they've barely done any damage. They have to try and dissect the cave position if possible, but a bit of a crossfire set up there. And we're not seeing the rotations come through necessarily, so I'm not sure the CTs are aware they have the bomb. If they do, they're allowing it to be picked up here, as they will be pushing A main, just kind of confirming this has to be the B finish. First fight about to go down, and Robs comes out on top, looking for the double, and he converts as well. This round is well back in favor for FaZe, as Rainwaker, great rotation with that 5-7.
Yeah, it was a good shot, wasn't it? Twist realizing and hearing it and putting him in that fight. Rainwaker, he should have been dead, but somehow he just bounces on through like a little bunny and makes it work.
I can't believe he gets away with it. He assumed that was the commitment. The plan will be coming through momentarily. He's jumping around the corner. Oak there. Doesn't work out for him whatsoever. Another opening pick for Liquid, which has been a common phrase in this best of 3. First map, sure, was pretty compelling for FaZe Clan, a comprehensive victory, but more often than not, Liquid are finding themselves in a 5-on-4 advantage, but just couldn't convert the round. So this one looks like it's under control. being very active, but so is Rain. Lovely shot with the Desert Eagle, finds OC. Pushing this B ramp, trying to find the players in towards T-spawn. Now looking very uncomfortable. They're going to lose a couple of frags here.
Oh no, they actually lose a Kindred. This is a big problem. Naf feeling the pressure. He knows that they could be coming up the ramp behind him. Molotov actually be a good choice at the moment, but he's still dropping quite low. Not getting wallbanged at the moment, although it did get close. Look at how low they all are on the Faze side. So even in the 3-on-3, you have to assume that Liquid will be able to find a way out here.
Robs needs to be careful. They can spam him right back.
40 seconds, and they're committed to this B attack, it feels like. They're not going to be falling back. Twist really, really far back. And again, because they're so low on health. They're calling Freeze, saying, let's cross our fingers and hope that somebody from Liquid will just walk into their crosshairs here. And they're not.
Being very disciplined. Nice crossfire here. Nafly guaranteed a kill. Apparently not. Patsy now in a lot of trouble, needs to back up. He's alone, isolated, but not missing a beat. That's a beautiful shot towards the ramp. Closes things out, strong as you like. That's what he's brought in to do. An excellent rifler. Patsy holds strong. And Team Liquid fend off the force buy there. Has to be the Eco-Anders. So 3-1, pretty much locked in here. This is not even half by round. If he buys an AWP, or if he could, there's a real possibility he get overwhelmed. Maybe they pick it up. You don't need it this round, so keep the money nice and strong. Play a nice passive, long game. Still get those one taps of the USP. So yeah, no problem with that whatsoever. We'll see if Nafly can strike first. So certainly got the advantage here. Should be no problem. He'll take down Rain and Robs the boot as well. Easy does it. Patsy will confirm the round, and even the USP gets a frag as well. So perfect round there for Team Liquid. As said, 3-1 pretty much locked in. And oh my days, it's going to be Rob still with $3,900. So a buy, but that's what, AK armor and a flash. That's about it.
Yeah, it's not exactly amazing, is it?
So you might want to go for Galil instead.
You could have definitely made that argument, because, again, lacking the grenades.
He sacrificed the helmet for the smoke. So he's gone without the helmet so he can get the smoke. I'm not sure I love that, but I guess the smoke is a big part of the default. They're going to need to deal with this bombardment you receive. For now, though, Faze will be boosting behind the smoke. A grenade lands at their front door. Hits the incendiary as well. They're trying to catch players boosting up towards leads. They extinguish this Molotov there and actually find OC. That's very well done.
It pays off in the end, doesn't it? Robs is going to be caught. Not even sure the helmet made a big difference there, but you cannot just with a good burst. And a 4-on-4 to ensue. And then, yeah, throwing away some rifles here, making sure no one from Liquid can pick them up. Patsy's actually pushed through the smoke in the middle. What a shock. I don't think Twist was ready for it. He was trying to manage the rifles over on that side, and he just gets caught with his pants down. 4 versus 3. Bomb being brought onto the site and planted, and Rain, he had the right idea, but it's Rain Waker on the other side instead to pick him off. So Roki and Carrigan, can you hold on to this 2v4? They're in not necessarily in a great position right now.
It's possible. Faze can win this one. Carrigan and Brokey, 100 HP each. Nice little crossfire. Carrigan holding towards the cave. It's Brokey that's the most heavy lifting, especially now. Carrigan, he can only really spam the defuse. First kill will come in for Brokey here. Needs a double kill. Delivers on that promise. Can't find the third. Carrigan, though, it has been set up. Bomb is ticking at some pace. Just one kill might be enough. As I said, he might just have to go for the spam here. Dissuades them from the bomb. Is it going to be enough? Time will tell. The defuse coming in. It looks like they've done just enough there, Anders. Good effort, but as soon as that smoke went, it's because they haven't got maximum loss bonus here, right? They won the pistol, and then you lose the follow-up round. If you lose the pistol, you get a bonus stage of loss bonus. So, yeah, it's the worst possible outcome. Your money will recover next round, but we'll see what they can make of it here. Be a soul coming through. Actually looking quite promising. Galil on the tip of the spear here. Plant should be no problem, but Yekindar now chiming in. 3 kills found here, shutting down all prospects of that plant. It's a chaotic situation, but very well handled. Team Liquid will find their 5th round here on the 3rd and final map. Ancient looking very comfortable for the Mandos. And bear in mind, this is a squad as well that has already taken down the mighty G2. Another squad that didn't change their roster in the player break. Same story for FaZe. These are 2 of the hardest challenges at the entire tournament, arguably.
Caught me a bit off guard at that B-bomb side, because they were posturing Liquid like they were going to fall back and just play for the after plant. And I think probably FaZe felt the same way. So the fact that suddenly there was 3 people that were pushing through the smokes to attack them before they bombed them down, absolutely catching them off guard a little bit. And obviously they didn't have the weapons either, but still, yeah, you're not wrong. Liquid, it's just got to be one of the best honeymoons of all time. They're looking so fresh right out the gate.
Yeah, and Faze are looking a little bit cold. I guess the analyst brought up a good point. With this tournament, the only objective they need is come top 6, right? That's all they have to do.
Sure.
So maybe not looking to peak, not looking to bring out all the new refinements. They're playing about a coach as well. Bear that in mind. A few caveats with all said and done. Still, certainly the heavy favorites here. There's no denying that. But yeah, you can see that they're not looking their usual selves against OG as well, as mentioned. They got the 2-0. Job done, but certainly wasn't smooth sailing. As we see Nafly, he's actually pushing towards pocket, down the B ramp. That's incredibly potent. Difficult to flush him out, and Carrigan's about to find out. Down he goes. Back towards middle. Patsy stays calm. His teammate smokes him out as Nafly gets his second frag of the round.
Look at how far away the bomb is as well. It's all the way on the B side of the map.
Yeah, they are getting absolutely wrecked here. They have no idea of what territory they've sacrificed. Nafly's pushed down B ramp by himself, got in towards pocket,
won the whole round,
and killed 3 people, and there's nothing to be said about it. And there's no trade potential. They had no idea it was a possibility. Even after he got the first kill, he just kept pushing, picking them off one by one. An absolute non-starter. One player shouldn't be decimating you in that sort of manner. Yeah, Twists. Nothing he can do. 13 seconds. Literally can just save here.
I was bringing this up last time we were watching Liquid, but it just feels like Naf is given more room to do what he wants now.
Right.
And that wasn't the case on the former Liquid lineup. There was much more structure, and I think Naf especially was much more of a sort of a role player. Like you had him do, I think...
Off by once again, Anders, and it's towards A here. Twist will have the bomb. Watching elbow right now for any mid-push. And it looks like maybe it's even a contact play. I don't think they're execute here. It's Rainwaker, new boy, to defend. They'll be walking into his crosshair momentarily.
Yeah, and they didn't have the Molotovs to get rid of him, so doesn't mean they can't get the kill, obviously. Rob's being boosted up. Did he spot it? Now he certainly does. And the spray is just fine. Gonna put down a grenade and probably call in OC a little bit, maybe from the donut as well. Yeah, they could set up a bit of a crossfire, potentially. Smokes and flashes coming up behind him, and they're putting on some pressure, and he's still not getting that much backup, so it's all on him. I think he saw the shadow and fired a bit early, and it betrays him. Patsy goes down, and it's a 3 versus 3 now as OC will pick up that kill on Rain.
Yeah, loving the movement there from OC. Good awareness as well. Picks off the flanking player from middle. Huge frag here for Naf, continuing this impressive form we've seen on the CT side of Ancient. And it was looking promising. This round looked like it could slip away from Team Liquid, but absolutely not. No plan once again. A nice idea. Slow approaching towards the A bomb side there with the boost, but...
With the smoke, 4 versus 3 after the chaos in the middle. And Liquid are just... They're looking red hot at the moment. 7-1. They can't be stopped.
Bit of a scrappy game here from Faze. They're getting caught off by the common reactionary plays from the CT side. Fortunate not to go down in the hands of Yekindar there at the B push. OC looking to reclaim territory towards middle. He has got Robs to deal with, but that is no problem whatsoever. Great awareness from OC. He is looking fantastic this tournament. Flashbang towards B ramp. OC again looking to challenge. Holds on to his life here, baiting in Yekindar.
They don't have to peek this at all. Why would they want to fight this? Don't know if they realize Brokey has the AWP, but regardless, just wait. There's 50 seconds. They know they have to show up eventually. That's an interesting crouch under. The smoke goes up on front, but he probably Faze just have to go for it.
Oh, hit him.
Shot right for the smoke. Molotov on the other side. Brokey, he's got to be so careful that doesn't... Oh, he gets him right through. A disgusting shot from OC. Leaves Rain on his own.
What can he do with this one? He is in a world of trouble, Anders. It's Nafly with a perfect backstab and Liquid presenting a perfect CT side so far. Faze have no response whatsoever. They are getting mauled. They are being outplayed in every
Fine, we'll take it. 8-1. Yeah, you're right. They really are winning all of the important fights early on here.
Yeah, this is rough. And this is a very compromised setup once again. It's Faze that are not getting close to these rounds. A Galil for Twists. No utility really once again missing the important parts, the Molotovs. And what do we got next? The bombs outside A. And Yekindar seems to be very aware of that. He's hightailed it from the B bomb side, leaving Nafly there alone for now. What have they shown in terms of presence on the map? Rain's got a bit of ledge control here. Smokes off the red room.
Yeah, the mid control could be interesting. You could put some pressure on there, but you might want to sell a bit more towards the B bomb side. It looks like they will end up at A right now. but you want to keep 2 people in B just so that there isn't a quick rotation that could be happening from CT spawn. You can see both Yakinda and Patsy are a little bit further back, and it's OC to catch Rain. So part of that crunch towards the bomb site is now gone. 35 seconds. Karrigan sneaking through. On the other side is Naf, and he might just be able to catch him straight up.
Hello.
That's one huge kill. But do they call the rotate, or do they just leave Karrigan on the flank?
30 seconds to work this one out. So Karrigan is flanking, but they've got to commit towards A. The fake doesn't really do much for them. They're biding their time. Here comes the smoke down towards spawn. OC to strike first, but a player behind the big box is going to be Rainwaker making himself known. Huge spray down, 10 seconds left. I think it's all said and done.
Yeah.
They have to save here, but nothing will be taken into the next round. Just Karrigan remains in CT spawn. They know exactly where he is. That backstab is the only kill they find en route towards the A bomb side there, Anders.
That's the OC again combining for a really solid defense. And now it's slowed down. Now there are smokes. Now there are Molotovs on the ramp. And you have to give it up.
That's about as bad as it can go.
Yeah.
You've committed all your resources over. You've lost 2 players. Rain's down to 7 points of health. There's not really much left. A couple of smokes. And they know you've gone. And you have actually no information they're pushing behind you as well. It's gone about as bad as it possibly could. You can't really rest in your laurels, suggest you're going elsewhere because you don't know what information they have now. Go together, hope for the best, and it looks like Rainwaker's looking for another big spray down here. He gets caught juggling the grenades, but not punished for it at least. Double digits for Team Liquid, Anders. This is a very, very impressive performance.
And then HE landing on Rain before they even... They probably were stealing themselves up to try and do something in the middle. Like, right, we've got 3 people, let's try and go for it. And
it's down to a 3 versus 2. My God, Patsy, what just happened? An absolute airstrike is delivered. The HE, the incendiary, and bullets come raining down on Faze Clan, and he gets all 3.
They get so stacked up because of the delay on OC. Because he stays alive, they are suddenly...
This is an absolute disaster. As they're just rushing B, rushing A. Yeah, nothing is working for them.
Not at all. And Rainwaker, he just had to stand there. They were running in front of him, and he just sprayed them both down. 1 casualty on the side of Liquid as they get up to 12 rounds. And looking at the scoreboard even for FaZe, you've got to say they're really lacking in kills alone. They're not doing the damage in these rounds to make it really interesting. They're just not getting any kills on the board here. Liquid are cruising through this game at the moment.
I don't know whether we should do this, or we're all checking with the scoreboard, see if it gives anything away. Brokey's at the top with 7, Twitch 6, Karrigan 4, Rain 3, Rob 6. So yeah, no one really carrying the game. No one's having one of those performances that can win you a couple of rounds, you know, a couple of clutches.
Yeah, your top fragger is getting a kill every other round.
So yeah, like normally FaZe, like we saw on the first map, right? Like they'll win a 1v4. Like Karrigan will get you around because you've got that sort of firepower, what FaZe are known for. But yeah, nothing really working. They've won the pistol, and that is literally it. They've barely planted the bomb since. Naf, though, on the front foot here, in towards Jaguar. It's a very difficult fight to win. It's a risk to take on the CT side, but the Molotov, it goes past him, of course. And Rain doesn't anticipate his position, and that's a beautiful kill. Does he get away with it? Can he survive?
Karrigan's taking it up. He heard it. And Naf was ready. Look at Karrigan down to 12.
Yeah.
But at least it's a trade. I think FaZe will be... He's just happy to be in a 4-on-4 right now. Some of these rounds are lost so fast. As soon as anything happens, Liquid just get a couple of kills that way, and the round is almost over. This time, at least, it's a bit more stretched out. They have some time to make up their minds here. And they take down Naf, who is second in the scoreboard for Liquid. So that's good. Good news.
What's the next move, Anders? Because you've got 30 seconds. The bomb on the T ramp right now.
You've got a lot of grenades. You could try and put some pressure on. If you throw the 2 common smokes at the back of the B bomb site, you put pressure on OC to either play in front of the smokes or leave his teammate here in the hallway alone. A little bit of a shot from Patsy. It's a good headshot, and they are putting in some smokes. OC, he can't escape. He does get a good kill. Molotov at his back, and eventually Karrigan will run him down. Still a 2-on-2. 8 seconds on the clock here. They're picking up the bomb, and they are going to get the bomb plant this time.
Here we go. Can FaZe find their first round since the pistol? It's not looking good whatsoever. Rainwaker continues his disgusting form here on Ancient, and Robs, we need some of that magic right here, right now. If he can sneak in towards shore here, maybe there's a chance, but Yekindal seems to be 1 step ahead of it. Doesn't matter. Robs We'll find the initial headshot here, looking for that second round. Second kill available to him, but no, it's denied once again. Rainwaker completely eviscerates his opponent, finding his 12th frag here on the CT side, and the 13th round in total for team. Almost on a couple of players, and the flashbang is brutal as well. Napfly continues to destroy his opponent. The beat Bonsai here. Oh, he's in the zone right now, Anders. There's no stopping him.
He looks so lethal. Whether he's doing the anchoring or whether he is pushing aggressively like he was earlier, he's absolutely relentless right now.
Faze are just cowering in the corner. They don't want to do anything with these fights. They want to get the hell out of this one.
Yeah, this is anything but yum for Faze. There's
anything but.
A really tough position to be in. Don't know how you give a speech to bring them back. I mean,
well, they've got no coach to provide the speech.
I know.
So that is a problem as well.
Should have asked Robin to make a bit of a soundboard before he left so they could at least replay some of the old messages, you know?
So, 40 seconds remaining. Round 15, well underway. A 5-on-2, Anders. It looks like we're all done here. Information on your screen is correct. European team, Team Liquid, currently have 14 rounds to 1 against Faze Clan on the third and final map here. Anders, they win a single solitary pistol, and that is it. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Not for a long time. I actually can't believe what we're witnessing. Liquid look so good right now. In Faze, they've not really bothered to show up yet on Ancient. They did almost make the comeback happen. They could have almost got it into overtime on the second map, but now they need a comeback that's almost impossible here. Twist with a good couple of kills. He's going to keep it going. 3 headshots to begin with. Henry, it's out of control. They are speed running Ancient right now, and Faze, they are in a little bit of a chance here, but my God, I mean, this is what it takes, right? You want somebody to step it up. We were asking for it. Where are the big fraggers on Faze? Twist with 9 kills now, almost in double digits. Maybe they can do it. Oceanap, they're running it back here. 1 versus 3. Surely they've won the round, and they have a second on the board, a second pistol.
They've won both pistols.
My God.
They have won both pistols, and they have 2 rounds to 14. That is a grim reality for a Faze Clan fan right now. It doesn't get much worse than this. If you win both, being dropped. Patsy will be operating with the rifle, going into round number 2 here, to try to make it as expensive as possible for the buy-up into the following round.
We saw this from Liquid before, investing into a single rifle in these rounds, and it seems to have been working out for them. So I think until they get evidence that it's punishing them, why not just keep doing it? Make yourselves a bit more dangerous. Good flash, and I think Patsy almost had the lineup there. OC with a bit of a deagle shot, but it probably is too late here. Twist taking up a new position, ready for Rainwaker on the other side. And Naf is there behind him as well. They should be able to control the middle, no problem. The bomb is there, so you kind of have to go for it if you want to have a shot at it. And it's Naf to go down. A third round for Faze.
3 on the board. Twist starting to find some form at the very least here, Anders. Manages to pick up another to pull this one back. Has to be said. They always seem to find a way. But it all starts here. What a flashbang that is. Perfectly executed. Nickened up. Fighting for his life towards the ledge position, and Ross will pull one back.
Luxurious position to be in if you're Kindar, having so many rounds to figure out what the defense is like. You've got so much time to learn. It's a little bit different if it's a much tighter game and you're like, okay, one of the next 3 or 4 rounds has to work out, but they could lose the next 8 rounds and they'd be like, okay, well, it's getting a bit close, but we still have a lot to work with. So just a great, comfortable position, I think, if you're leading the team at the moment. Looks like they want to group up towards the B bomb site, and they do have smokes to throw in there, so they could block off some of these players. That doesn't always work on the map. I mean, even if you throw the smokes, we've already seen Liquid themselves were pretty good at shooting through the smokes, and Faze, they know all of the same angles. But there's the double smoke. We'll see if they get the bomb plant to follow. Though, importantly, there are no more real nades left on Faze. They don't have the Molotovs to get rid of the guy planting the bomb.
Yeah, it's a clean plant. That's not a problem whatsoever. Nice little grenado push. Carrigan back as well. Almost getting the frag. Rainwaker in a powerful position here.
This is a nightmare.
1 round required for series points.
They have a kit on Robs, but again, where are the smokes? Where are the grenades to get rid of anyone here? Rainwaker able to take down Rain, and now he continues. Double kill for him. This is a very, very weak retake that's coming in, and it gets completely denied. 15-3. I don't really blame Faze for going. They had to go for it, right? They're so far behind, but you're right. That's series point now for Liquid.
And the money being completely shut down. I can't believe the 5-7 was the weapon of choice to try and open things up, but it works out. And now Rob's looking to confirm the round. They'll have no idea. He's coming in the backtracks here, so they'll live to fight another day, Anders. 4-player survive. A weird call, considering you know they're going to be low on cash. You go for a very tight choke point. And Kerrigan delivers with 2 big frags there. Like I said, not the cleanest frags.
Almost felt like they just wanted to sacrifice Yakinda, but then once he went down, the rest of them decided anyway to go through. It's like, you don't really have to commit to it. If he's just there to throw in the Mac 10 and see what happens, I don't know why everyone else felt so comfortable doing that. Hilarious moment as well, blowing up Kerrigan after he got them the double kill.
Yeah, you love to see that. That's not bad. And it is going to be a force back in response here. Galil's 3 of those out in full force. Molotov towards the K position. Ejekanda battles for control here. Flashbang affects the 2 residing players. You can see Brokey up close and personal. Going to try and reclaim territory as well here. Ejekanda will strike first, looking for the final round here. One more will do. Looking for one of those comprehensive victories here, but Ejekanda leaps into the arms of Rain.
That's aggressive. Maybe too aggressive, some could say. It is kind of what he's known for, Yakinda, so I don't want to take that away from him either, but giving a chance back for Faze to keep fighting on. 4-on-4. And the bomb, it's on OC's back in the middle here. Speaking of middles, they got a position in Donut, and they could have a second one, so they're really close to some kind of an A crunch, and there's no information to Faze to play with. They're really blind across the map right now.
You can see Rob's in a overworked position as well, trying to patrol the Donut area and A main as well, of course, and that's exactly where they'll be entering from. Tucks himself in by the platform. It's a strong position, but often checked. He'll strike first, get the double kill, make it a triple. This is beautiful from Robs. Twist to close things out. Just what the doctor ordered, but is it too little too late? That's the problem. They're already at series point. We had these conversations on Mirage. We doubted them then, Anders.
This is a cleanup, and it should be going to be 6 rounds for Faze, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, with the legendary names that are on Faze and with the combined experience of the team, it feels foolish to rule them out, but obviously the trouble really is it's a feeling that one mistake, like one screw up, and it's over.
Yeah, it really is. But Faze will be deploying a new setup here, a double AWP.
I love it, and 3 AKs.
That's like
full house.
Yeah, the royal flush.
You like to see that, don't you?
It's a beautiful thing. We'll see if this is where they can really show us what they're made of. Their final form, perhaps. Grenade from Patsy towards Red Room takes significant damage from the incendiary. Ekanda once again working towards the cave. Kerrigan trying to spray him down. Needs to be careful here. Actually gets the opening frag. Doesn't take any damage en route as well.
Yakinda definitely thought that he'd fallen back. There's a very good mind game for Kerrigan there. And Patsy's low. It's another good start for Faze. Slowly but surely, they're building something. Naf is anchoring outside of the B bomb site. The rest of his team are working in the middle, but they've already been discovered. I think Rain saw the shadow, and it's going to be plenty enough for a couple of kills there. Leaving just Naf. Strong headshot on the jump. And 50 seconds.
All right, Naf. This is well within your wheelhouse. Your sort of round. The new look Naf as well. More chill than ever, if that was possible.
He just is. Completely chilled out, which I think is one of the best things. Like, I love that contradiction in his personality and how wild he can be in the game. Anything but chill when it comes to that. 30 seconds, and I think because he found the AWP, he might just be thinking, all right, that's it. I don't want to go for it.
They're currently set at maximum loss bonus. So saving the AWP, a half buy around it, that's pretty much the only option they have going forward out of the plan. So you'll see Naf try and operate with the AWP and some tech lines around him. That could be enough to close out the game. So if he just dies, he gets $3,400. He'll be on a tech line as well. And he gets a kill for good measure. The economy, not a massive talking point, considering there's only one round separating Faze from defeat here, but still, make sure they don't have an AK-47, for example. So that's definitely a contributing factor. So
key boosts in there. There are a number of them across the board you could do.
That would be my go-to in terms of getting the most out of this orb. They're going in that direction. Naf could be the one to boost. Time will tell. You can boost on the far side of the box. So yeah, up we go. I would prefer a quicker one, but there's the opening pick. And if I'm calling it, Brokey's definitely aware of it as well. So unfortunately, that pick won't be working out for them.
And I think the AWP fell forwards, so kind of hard to pick up again. Probably what a wild peek from Brokey to take. There's no backup with him there. Now, they are coming in from the other side, but in theory, if he gets shot down, they could lose the AWP and maybe lose a couple more players to it. Still, this is all looking pretty good right now. Faze well on their way to winning an 8th round. Robs has got this deep lineup, and there's nothing they could do on the other side. Well, maybe nothing is a bit strong. Rainwaker coming up with a nice little deagle shot.
Yeah, not bad, but that's all they get, really. The saved orb doesn't do much for them. Options quite limited on the T side of Ancient in that regard. You're constantly battling utility and jostling players. It's a chaotic map at times. As we see round number 24 come through. A similar vibe to Mirage, Anders. Like, just when you think the game's over, there's nothing more to be said, Faze, slowly but surely, they are clawing their way back into it. Like, you blink and you miss it. They'll be at double digits before you know it. Team Liquid, like, as a new squad, they're not necessarily closers yet. They are getting map and series point a lot this tournament, but closing it out has been a difficult process. But for now, Yekindao, he'll be slipping the net in middle. He knows there's presence on the other side of this smoke. He can clear out these close quarters without committing.
If he finds even one kill, they're going to be ready to pounce on that B-bomb side. Here we go. Swings wide. Watches Rain. And they know that there can't be that much defense here. Maybe 2 players, but Carrigan is one of them with the... Oh, right for the smoke. The timing, it couldn't have been better. Rainwaker, low on health.
Yeah, I'm liking that from Carrigan. The Bastion and the B-bomb site. It's taking a lot to dismount him from his post. As we'll see, another man advantage for Faze here. Carrigan continues his onslaught of bullets with that AUG. Trademark weapon for him, really. One of the few pros that uses it consistently. Brokey, synonymous with the AWP. He'll take down Naf and pretty much guarantee the round. I say that with bated breath. Rainwaker, that's my first mistake, will be pulling the frag back. Oh, God, here we go.
Come on.
A chance once again to close things out right here, right now.
2-1-4 brought into a 2 versus 2. 30 seconds. They can still play around with the clock. They can still put some pressure on it, though. I love this from Robs. Look at this. Very defensive. He's not over-rotating. He just spots them out. And even that information is huge. What do they do now? He's going to put up the smoke, and they're going to have to... Yeah, they have to. Oh, this is going to be running the clock down very low in the back. Rain, careful now. He reels his position, so that element of surprise is gone. 8 seconds on the clock. And then double swing him. OC, what a shot that is.
Oh, God. All he had to do is deny the plant. Timing eludes him. He's in the open, trying to play the off angle. And now Robs, surely nothing he can do. Molotov'd off. 2 versus 1. He's got a lot to do here, Anders.
Yeah, they have to play hide and seek with him. They just don't fight him. It's not worth it. Robs is an expert at these kind of positions, so you really, really want to make sure you don't give him the chance. A bullet on either player will kill anyone on Liquid here, so just force him to that defuse. Force him to tap the bomb before you even try to face him. And he feels the pressure. It's just all-encompassing right now. Tapping it once, and they're ice cold. They're waiting for him. There comes the first challenge, and it's too late. He has to stick it now, otherwise he's going to go down. It's Rainwaker at the end to bring him to that. And it's Liquid with another huge upset, this time taking down Faze.
What can he say about that one, Anders? What an epic performance. This new look Liquid